Alright, so this video is going to be all about the glitches in The Last of Us. So what I'm going to do is load up my New Game Plus file, because that's usually what is used to do any percent runs. And let's load in the first section right away. The first major, I'm going to be doing like the major glitches that are used in an any percent run. There are some other glitches in this game that aren't used in any percent runs, but they're just fun to look at, fun to do. I'll go over those later, but for starters, let's go over the major glitches in an any percent run. First one is downtown fight. Or downtown skip, rather. Muscle memory. This skips the entirety of the downtown split. You start from outside the building, and you skip all the way to where you boost Tess up to drop the ladder. Skipping the fight in between, and crouch walking past all the infected. It takes a little while to get there. I'll treat this as like a mini tutorial as well. This doesn't take too long to get to. So yes, we're on easy mode, New Game Plus, which is the preferable difficulty and mode for doing an any percent run.
What the hell was that?
Tess, you hear that?
Yeah. Sounded pretty far away, though.
Yeah.
Are we safe?
Okay, here we go.
For now. Come on.
So instead of entering this leaned over building, we're going to go over here, like what Joel said. Hop up on this. If it doesn't work, just restart encounter. It'll place you right there to try again. You have to like approach at an angle and hold forward, and then like aim right away. Alright, so we're there. Aim over here. Now walk forward. And we're out of bounds. Now just go over here, hold forward and X. Alright, he can't go any further, so hold aim and hold upright. Alright, he can't go any forward, so let go. And then hold right. And then pause it at like the perfect time. Don't pause it like as soon as he starts falling. He has to fall for like a second. You'll see the screen change a little bit. And then we're looking for stuff to spawn in. It looks like a black rectangle spawns in behind you. And then when you see something else spawn in, that's your cue to unpause. Right there. Now hold back and right. And he should, come on, fall back in. And here we are. This is the part where we sneak past. Here, look. We'll go all the way back. See that? We're blocked off. We can't get there. And here we are. You can pick stuff up if you want. There's a molly. Everything's like right where it needs to be. No problems. And there we go. And then you just continue. It's a nice glitch. Saves like 7 minutes, I think. We'll do it again, though. This is probably the easiest one to do, I think. And no, I don't know, like, how people found this stuff out. Matt found, like, a majority of these. I'll be referring to some of his videos, because there are some that even I don't know how to do. Nope. Walked right off. That's a death. There's a way to, like, make it so you don't fall off. Yeah, you have to be holding forward so you don't fall off. You'd think letting go would make it so he stands stationary, but no, you have to hold forward the whole time and he won't fall off. It's weird. So turn, then run forward. Run forward again. Hold forward and just go like that. Upright. When he stops, let go. Then hold right. Right there. You can see this, like the sky change colors. That's your cue to pause. And now just look for stuff to spawn in the background again. I think the other glitches I'm only going to do once. This one you can do right away again. The first thing you see spawn in, that's your cue. Alright, I can't see anything, but I'm pretty sure I've waited long enough. Yeah, there we go. Have the camera pointed down a little bit, so you can see that thing. Alright, back and to the right. Come on. And... oh boy. Hey, Tess. There we go. How they got down here, I have no clue. And then onward. Molly. Okay, that's glitch number 1. Alright, so here we are at the next glitch in the game.
There's a soldier over there.
Takes place at the end. You can skip getting having Ellie jump on the plank and having her drop the ladder. It doesn't save that much time. It saves like 10 or 15 seconds, but it's a time save.
No, the place is empty.
But first, we're going to do something that is a glitch, and we do use in our runs. It can only be done with New Game Plus because of the extra holsters. So here. Run forward, have it switch to the revolver, and then rotate. Now keep rotating, and he's able to maintain his sprint momentum in the water that goes up to his waist. Normally he would slow down, but instead he's able to keep his momentum. You can only do that with New Game Plus because of the extra holsters. I'm just gonna show it again. Okay, so once again, have your holster on the right. This also only works when you can sprint. No, that's actually not true. I guess you can do it whenever, but it's done. It saves you the most time when you can do it while sprinting. Okay. You can still sprint. All right. Holster over the revolver, or the one farthest to the... Ellie. Run forward. Now rotate it. Then you can let go and just keep rotating it, and he'll maintain his sprint speed. It takes a little bit of practice to get down. It's pretty easy. You don't have to do it perfectly. Alright, and with that, we'll go in right to the next one, which is what I described earlier. Skipping this part right here.
Ellie?
Okay, here we go. Hit the plank. Move over here, and we're going to clip out of bounds. The way you clip out of bounds is angling the plank the right way and then holding both analog sticks to the right. Pretty sure that's what you do. Very specific angle here. So like when you hit triangle here, you're basically out of bounds already. Alright, so it's left analog stick to the right, right analog stick to the left. There we go. And we're out. Now, you see like where the color changes. Don't go that way or you'll just swim and you won't be able to control them. So you come over here. Or no, it's over here. Yeah, it has to be over here. The far edge. Get on the ledge, line yourself up with the stuff in the background there. Swim down and then swim up. Point the camera up. Just keep going. We're not even pressing anything. He's doing that on his own, and you'll hit the cutscene. You hit the cutscene just like that. Now, a funny side effect of that. If you do that first try, everything really quickly, it saves like 10 or 15 seconds. But the side effect of it is the best part. Ellie's bald.
Here we go. Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
Man,
Her hair doesn't render in for some reason.
nothing. It's just...
Every time.
I've never seen anything like
It looks so weird.
You mean the woods?
Yeah, Never walked in the woods. It's kind of cool.
God. That is not a good
Why don't
look.
you just take me back to Marlene?
She was up to the task. Why'd she...
Looks like my haircut.
She's better now.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances...
All right, I'm not doing the glitch again.
To begin with.
She's a lot.
All right, on to the next one, which is just a little bit further up.
I can get either one of us back into the city.
Okay, so the next glitch here involves the plank that you put that... You normally walk across and Ellie walks across behind you, but we're going to skip doing that. But first I want to show off another use right here of... You can just keep this going, because he normally stops sprinting.
Evacuate to where?
What do you think? Quarantine zone. See, some places got a heads up before the infection showed up.
And then you can do it again right here. You actually take a little bit of damage there. It's normally a spot where you slow down, but that's like the specific spots where it would come in handy.
Putting it lightly.
Okay, now for the next one.
What's the deal with this guy?
Well, he helped us smuggle stuff into the cities. He knows how to find things.
Normally, we have to walk across this. In the run, in my glitchless runs, no, I'll talk about that later. But anyway, here's the skip. So if you go right here, you can hit triangle, and weird shit happens. He's gonna like teleport up and pick that up. But if you do that while he's falling off, he'll pick it up from the other side. And no, that momentum glitch is not allowed in the glitchless category. So here we go. Doesn't matter if you have anything in your hand or not. Sprint forward and hit triangle at the last second as you're falling off. And it'll pause for a little bit, and then... boop! Up he goes. Ellie will still get across. She will still get across. Come on, Ellie. You can make it. Well, whatever. She still makes it across. She hops down, and she climbs up here. It's almost like the developers knew about it. It's weird. Yeah, it's a real funny glitch. I think it is anyway. One more time. Hold down sprint, run forward, hit triangle at the last second. He's just, should I do this or not? Alright, yeah, let's do it. I don't know how many seconds that saves. He's kind of stuck in place there a little bit, so you gotta like move the control stick back and forth. Okay, so the next glitch, we're gonna go all the way back here for it. It's skipping Bill's upside down trap.
Down here. Watch your step. It's a good drop.
I'm going back here because if you fail it, this is like all pre-recorded basically. If you fail it, you have to load in a section prior to that section, just a little bit prior, and reset your game.
Are you alright?
I don't know why, but like if you mess it up, you have to reset your game.
You don't know how to whistle.
So I closed the app, opened it, loaded up this spot, and here we are. And I can show everything off again. He's able to keep his momentum.
Well, then we go find Tommy.
And then slow down here so you don't get
Firefly.
so you don't get hit by the nail bomb.
Jesus!
Whoa! What the hell was that?
That.
Alright, so before we do this glitch again, right here, we have to pick up a bottle.
In front of your paranoid, maybe?
That's putting it lightly.
What's the deal with this guy?
Well, he helped us smuggle stuff into the
There we
city.
go.
He knows how
Do
to
the
find
glitch again.
things.
Very easy to do. Now for this glitch, we're going to shoot the nail bombs from up top, hop down, aiming without using the ladder,
Use this.
and then do some funky stuff afterwards. Come on, Joel. If it doesn't work, you'll see right away.
It's all clear. Come on up.
All right.
I'll try and get this, and I'll only do it once, because it is like the second most difficult trick to get. And we're also going to change the frame rate to lower the load-in times.
Shit.
Still doing this on easy mode. Here we go.
These things are kind of awesome.
There's one way to do it.
And
Well,
we got it. Go back, pick up the gun. The brick if you really want it.
stay close.
Run through. Now we're going to hit this mark right up here. When you hear the clickers, go back. You'll see the shadows change. Go back over here, get some ammo. Run up to right about here. Go backwards. You'll see the background colors change a little bit. Now, if you're fast enough, just keep going. Keep going. You'll see the shadows change even more. And this door won't have filled in. Switch the frame rate back, and everything's back to normal. Now go, 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 go. And boom. Bill's trap skip. So what we did there, I don't know the reasoning for why it works. That's not even my discovery. Matt found most of this stuff. You shoot the bombs from up top. Right away, you switch the frame rate to 30. And then you have to go fast. So you like aim off the ladder, and you saw that did like something weird with his climbing. Then you use your bottle to blow up the nail bomb. You round the corner, you check if the door isn't there. If it's not there, you're good. Go back, pick up the gun, the brick if you want, run to that spot where the clicker is. Run back, or where the clickers spawn in, sprint back to the drawer, run forward, run back, and then go for the door. And that's that. Let's actually do this one more time.
Shit.
Once again, get a gun ready. Switch frame rate. Aim your way off the ledge. That speeds things up. Hold up left. Entering that. Bottle the nail bomb. As soon as you see it, turn the corner. No door. We're good. Revolver. If you want the brick, you can have it. You don't need it,
Stay close.
because the door can just like respawn right away. Run all the way to where you hear the clickers. You can sprint again. Go back. The shadows will change in a creepy way. Get the ammo. Run about here. Run back. Notice the background colors change, like the sunlight. And then make your way for the door. You'll see the shadows change again. You're through the door. Change the frame rate back. And we are golden.
Oh, shit.
And that's that.
All right.
Practice it enough, it's not too bad. But again, if you mess that up, well, the run's over. But to get it again, you'd have to load in like a section pretty far back, like Ellie whistling, you also have to close the game. Like, you can't do that section again, even if you load in the section again. Yeah. Also, this is very important. Fun fact. This is the only glitch in the game where you need the latest patch in order to perform it. Everything else that I showed you and am going to show you can be done without version 1.09. It can be done on 1.00. This is the only glitch where you need the latest patch. Therefore, if you're running any percent, it has to be patched if you stand a chance at getting a world record. But that's Bill's upside down skip. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we're in the first part of Graveyard here. We're going to do something that I came up with. I came up with it. Just discovered it by accident. A T-pose by Joel that'll allow you to stealth through this section consistently. It can't be done on grounded mode, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure we could find a way, but doing it like this won't work on grounded. I'll show you. You hold down sprint when Joel changes his running animation right now. See, he just went from a jog to a run. Give that clicker a little space. We're on easy mode right now, by the way. Don't let go of sprint. They don't hear us, and bloop. It'll just happen. Don't let go of sprint. Do not let go. Make your way around here. Don't run into them.
Hold up. I got a key for that gate.
And there we go. They won't hear us because we're not making noise.
Easy, easy. You weren't kidding about this place, were you?
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah. Now, if I were to let go of L2 throughout all that, he would have, it would have been canceled. But because we're not making noise with our feet, that happens. It's so great. Yeah, but you can't do that in glitchless. No siree. And it can only be done, I think it can even be done on Survivor. But grounded, it doesn't work. Next glitch, major glitch, for any percent, is skipping the entire hotel,
Just keep at it.
hotel basement, financial district,
Can't make that
and
jump.
even the part after the financial district with the nail bombs, where I have to arrow the 4 guys. Let's see if I remember how to do this. This is the hardest glitch in the entire game. Absolutely no doubt about it. Right here. Against the thick part of the wall. Kind of like in the Capitol or the subway. So you need a little more room. Move it over. Now the movements for the analog sticks here are left on the left stick and right on the right stick. Nope, didn't work. Let's try again. There we go. Yeah, you kind of want to... And then we're out of bounds. You kind of need to move it left and then sort of rotate it up. So we're out of bounds. Literally inside the hotel. Make your way along the line here. I also should mention, you need to order the guns on your left. Shotgun, rifle. You don't need to, but it helps you like line up where you're going to swim out of bounds here. Align Joel's head. So the top of his head, when he's like bobbing up and down, reaches the top of where like the colors sort of separate there. So that's good. Rotate his body. Now the shotgun, again, order it shotgun rifle. So the shotgun shouldn't be lined up parallel, but just a little bit more to the left. So that should be good. Go underwater. Hold forward. Now you don't need to hold forward, but you do want to align the camera so that the top of his head matches the horizon right there. So right about there. That's good. Now pay attention to his oxygen meter. He needs to be swimming straight. If he's off at an angle left or right, it won't work. So when his oxygen meter gets down to the last bar, hold up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it back there. Come on. Pause it. Wait for everything to fill in. You saw everything fill in. He'll go into a T-pose. That's when you pause it. So everything filled in, but there's more. You gotta look. All right, I saw some more stuff fill in. There's some more stuff. Point the camera down. There's the dialogue. There's the checkpoint. First try. That is the hardest trick in the game. If you get that, you are golden. You can accomplish anything in life. But yeah, that's one I'm not gonna do again. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. Next glitch, however, happens right away. There's like so many enemies here. Go into this corner. Quick turn. Quick turn. Ellie just can't handle what's going on. And boom. That's that. Let's do that again. We can do that as many times as we want. Ellie, just overwhelmed by how awesome these glitches are, just passes out. And then you go right for the ladder. One funny thing you can do, you don't have to. Get right here. Pick up her little pistol. You can, like, shoot her once. Doesn't matter. I don't think it makes the blackout happen any earlier. But yeah. Make sure you grab a brick, though, if you don't already have one.
I was too damn close.
To be able to run past the military truck afterwards.
Excuse me?
Savage
But yeah.
That comic I've been reading? That's what the hero says after a big battle. Yeah.
That's that. One more major glitch in the any percent run, and that's coming up in the sewers. Sewers is the next spot. Okay, here we are in the sewers. This is the last major glitch in the game, in an any percent run. Saves like over a minute. You need a med kit and less than full health. There's a little bit of land right here you can stand on in the water. You're gonna hold forward and be touching the wall, and he'll clip out of bounds.
Hey,
Nope.
this thing was some kind of track. Maybe there's a way we can use it.
Nope, I'll get it to work.
Look, a generator.
There we go. You have to start healing early. That's the secret. Alright, now we're out of bounds. We're gonna swim out of bounds and then hold up as he swims out of bounds, and he'll just keep the camera pointed that way. He'll eventually reach solid ground. Now run forward. You should hit a wall. Right there. Restart encounter. Sound trap. Boom. You can tell just how much time that saves. That skips having to get the pipe out from underwater, Henry turning the wheel, going in that room, putting the plank in the water, getting Ellie across her, turning on the generator, running towards the... and then running to the sound trap. It's very nice. Very nice. Let's do that again. Once you swim out of bounds, you can't control where he swims. You can only control the angle that he swims. Alright, so the key here, at least from what I can tell, is you have to start healing and then hold forward. So heal, forward, out of bounds he goes. That's definitely the secret.
Jam.
Right away. Start swimming forward, and as soon as he gets out of bounds, hold up. See that? I'm just moving the camera and he keeps going. He's up. Run right into the door. I guess there's a specific spot. Wow, okay. Good thing that happened. I guess there's a specific spot that you need to hit.
Can we get out this way?
That's weird. So yeah, I guess there's a specific spot to hit.
That makes it cool.
Hey, maybe this will lead somewhere. All right, Joel.
Looks so funny, he just like sinks.
We gotta figure something.
Okay. So I think you gotta be a little bit off to the right. Yeah, there's a wall right here. Hit that wall, restart encounter, and you'll get sent right below. So yeah, an invisible wall right up there. You have to hit that. Don't go too far to the right or you'll fall off. Don't go like right above or you'll just keep walking. You won't hit it. I'd say right about here. You'll hit that wall. And then, yeah. So a pretty specific spot you gotta run on. Then the rest of it is fine. And those are all the major glitches for Last of Us. There's nothing else that would improve time in an any % run. Everything done perfectly can save about 20 minutes off a glitchless run. There are, however, a lot of other glitches in this game that you can't use in your speedruns, but are just really, really funny to look at. And I'm going to go over them right now. Alright, if we're talking about glitches that we can't use in a speedrun, this is a perfect first example. You guys know what's coming. 10 out of 10 game. Don't mind me, I'm just going to glitch right through the fence there. And then just disappear right in front of your eyes. Past me has had enough of this shit. Pfft. Let's watch it again. In all of its beauty. I'm just going to Terminator 2 this shit right on through the fence. Yeah. Wonderful game. Pfft. Okay, first example of a glitch that can't really help you in a speedrun and is just funny to look at
Got a trick question.
is right over here. Pretty. And death. Who knew a door could be so fatal, right?
Be
There's
careful.
glitches everywhere in this game, man.
Got a trick question.
And they're so funny. That's enough. On to the next one.
Got a trick question.
Alright, here's something really weird that happened in the slums. The second part of Slums. I was just kind of messing around. Wasn't trying to find this. Just messing around with AI. So he kills me. You just look. I'm funny. He kills me mid-leap. And that makes it so the death animation happens at a 90-degree angle against the wall. See that? There's the window. I think I slow it down in the next one. Yeah, here, look. I'm just trying to fit everything weird that I've found in one video. So yeah, there's that one. Next. This can only be done on grounded mode. You can skip the Robert conversation by dying. Also, none of these things you can do in a glitchless run. So you can tell right there, just by how Joel's running, he's almost dead. He's basically dead. So what happens? Yeah, run with that guy. He's going to chase you and glitch through the door. So watch what happens. He dies. He's able to shoot you once like the in-game cutscene starts. There's his gun right there. The camera like freaks out. And you just keep going. The scene plays out as normal. Super funny. You can't really ever get this on purpose again. And you can just move. It's kind of like a death warp. Look. There's his gun. Right there. Then when you come through here, the camera, like, freaks out. Hold on. I'll get it. It's so weird. But yeah. Really can only be done on grounded and is pretty much like impossible to get to happen on purpose. Elaborating on that Robert conversation skip is, we'll just watch. That's probably like how it's able to happen right there. Because when you're doing this section, you never look behind you. But every now and then, I guess this is what happens.
Let's not wait.
This is such a 10 out of 10 game. But yeah. Okay, up next. I've only been able to get this once. I can't really duplicate it, so I'll just show you the old video of it. This can't be done on grounded mode, I'm just seeing because of the heads-up display. If you run past this guy, like touch the crate, climb up at the same time that he puts you in a chokehold, and you'll get stuck in the crate. I'm just seeing how it's performed now. So again, this can't be done on grounded. Run up, climb, he'll try to grab you, and you're stuck in the crate. Alright, now for one of the weirder glitches in the game, and definitely the most frequent, sound glitches. This is when the game just kind of gets caught on a sound effect and then just like repeats it over and over and over. What this does is it delays the spawn of enemies, and it even like prevents loading in a later section. So here, look and listen.
It's called luck, and it is gonna run out. Where we going, Tess?
So as a result of this, enemies aren't there, and then once it's done,
Where we going, Tess?
enemies are there. The enemies spawn in as soon as like you climb up right there. So they spawned in right now. But because of the sound glitch, they didn't spawn in until we like entered the building. It ruined that run, I remember. So yeah, that happens. And this is another side effect, like I mentioned earlier, preventing an area from loading in. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's still there. If I were to... Hold on, let's see if I do. Alright, it fills in. Even if it weren't to fill in, I think the ground still would have been solid. It just wasn't filling in. I don't even know why this happens. I think it's a side effect of speedrunning.
How many people do you think are there?
I have so had it with that. Yeah, sound glitches. Here's a sound glitch that happened to me, and it's just one of the best ones I've ever gotten. Just listen.
Now listen. Bill ain't exactly
Sound glitch. The gun isn't there. The brick isn't there.
Understand?
There's usually a gun behind me that I pick up,
Well, gotta be clear.
so I'll have some ammo to perform this section right away. But it never spawned in because of the sound glitch. Remember what I said? It like prevents spawns of enemies or objects. And there's no reason this happened. Sound glitch. This actually remains the only time that this has happened in this section.
Understand?
Well, yeah. Well, that's about all you can say. Okay, up next is in the downtown building. You don't need to do this anymore for any percent because we came up with a way to just avoid this building altogether. But before, we would do this. Right about there. 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 Perfect first try. We would just do that. There are some specifics to it. Oh, the hours I put into that. You're like, if you just like jump off the wrong way. You die. His arm there. I think that might kill him. Yeah, if you fall off there, you're obviously very dead. Wow. So there's a very specific way to jump off that platform there. The reason it's not allowed in glitchless is because at this point right here, even just standing on this right here is considered out of bounds. You cannot stand on this like rusted pipe here. And even falling off very perfectly right there, standing up there is out of bounds as well. So that's why we don't allow it. But yeah, it's something to kind of show off a little. Get in the corner, aim right about there. And too far to the right, you'll get pushed off. It's a very narrow spot to land on. Oh god. That works too. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that way. Alright, so this spot right here. We're out of bounds. Alright, we are. So yeah, there's that. And then you just sort of do that. And that's that. Next. Okay, up next is in the Capitol. This one's really funny, I think.
Tess.
You, take out the door. Yes, sir.
Gonna want to get into this corner. Run into Ellie. And she's just gonna fall off. Now, what do they do?
We should move.
We're through. Proceed with caution.
She's just running with them. The enemy can't see Ellie if you're not alerted. She coming with us? Nope, not yet. There she is. It's so funny. Alright. There's something even funnier. Let's do it again.
You, take out the door.
Well, it's not funnier than that, but it does glitch out the game a little bit.
They're gonna be here soon.
There we go. Now let's go. If you just leave her behind... She's really far behind. Just keep on moving. Ellie isn't with us.
We go through that hole.
So the game just, like,
Stay
crashes.
down, I don't know how many more there are.
And then places us right where we were. But they're already up and moving around. Only difference is Ellie's right here. So that's that. You can sort of screw around with that glitch a little bit.
Stay down, I don't know how many more there are.
Everything's the same. But it's pretty funny. That's it for Capital. Okay, so this next glitch here is pretty funny.
Then what?
It has to do with this clicker spawning in. You need a brick or a bottle.
Marlene said he's your brother?
And more importantly, he was a firefly.
Now this clicker right
No,
here
we'll take you.
spawns in and hits this nail bomb
Okay.
He lives
once
far
you
from
pass
here.
around this
Allow you
spot
to go.
right here. So we're gonna get right here. This wire has a pretty big hitbox, so we're gonna detonate it, run forward. The clicker spawned in, but didn't die from the nail bomb. So what does he do? Nothing much really, because he's just like not supposed to be here. He was like scripted to die from that nail bomb. So he's here, but he's not here. And you're not allowed to pick up the ladder until he's dead. Also, sometimes Ellie can sort of freak out a little bit. You can sort of have some fun with this. Even throwing a punch. It'll lower his health with each punch, but he just won't react to it. I mean, he's trying so hard. And I appreciate the effort, but it's just not going to work, pal. I'm waiting for Ellie to do some weird stuff. I've seen her, like, freak out. Come on, Ellie, over here. Yeah, move. Oh, she almost did some weird stuff there. Nah, I'm waiting for it. Oh, she almost did like a T-pose thing there. Let me get rid of this other nail bomb. Ow.
You alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a clicker right here. I'm fine. I'm waiting for her to do like a little T-pose thing. It looks really funny. He's trying so hard. Oh. Rifle to the face. I guess we're not going to get it. After enough punches, he'll just drop, though. Ellie. Here, watch. Enough punches, just drops. Out cold. Out cold. I'll show you the setup one more time. You guys can play around with this one and, like, show off some funny results. There's something there. I was trying to get it, but it wasn't working. With Ellie, she can go into, like, a crouched T-pose because the game just, like, freaks out. It's really funny. We'll try and get it again here. And she does it just by, like, running from one spot to the other.
Well, then we go find Tommy.
Marlene said he's your brother?
And more important.
So again, you throw the brick onto the wire and then spawn in the clicker.
Okay.
He lives
And
far
because
from
it was
here.
scripted to die every time, the game, like, freaks out. Oh no, a clicker. Run. He's not even making, like, noises or sound effects. Maybe I have to crouch. I'm waiting. Come on, Ellie. You gotta do it. Come on.
Look over here!
Nice try, Ellie. God damn it, Ellie. Where is that funny T-pose? Punching a clicker is ineffective.
Run away!
From downtown Ellie. Jesus. Nice arm. Alright, I guess she's not gonna do it.
Hurry!
Oh, I should show you one more thing. Over here, Mr. Clicker. Over here. Come on. Here, boy. If you take it far enough in Bill's, here, we'll get him to move faster this way. Over here. So yes, if you get him to move far away, right around where that sign is, he'll just despawn. Gotta keep sprinting. Keep his attention.
Hey, over here!
Ellie.
Get away from him!
Yeah, stop. Don't do that. They both still know he's here. Once you get to around that sign, he's gonna despawn. And gone. But I couldn't... Here, you know what? I'll actually show you. It was in one of my clips of the month. Clips of the months. I think it was my most recent one. Yeah, there it is. This is what I was trying to get. There we go.
You'll hear the sound effect. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's like she's...
I have such a good voice, don't I? But yeah, this little T-pose crouch walk. Looks so weird. Pfft. Oh, gosh. That's what I was trying to get. Alright, that took a little longer than I wanted, but I want you guys to play around with that one. I think you guys can come up with some funny results. Maybe play around with stuff, come up with something that I didn't come up with. And it's so easy to do, and it's just kind of fun to fuck around for a little while. But alright, enough with here. On to the next one. Alright, we're in the spot before Graveyard, where I throw the molly on the nail bomb and everyone dies. This happened not too long ago. You can die to a dead clicker. So watch right here. I swing at it. Bill shoots it at the same time, so it's dead. But Bill shooting it the same time that I swung at it caused the game to like freak out a little bit. So while it was dead, it was still standing and just like flailing. And then you get this. He doesn't do the rest of the animation, and his mouth goes up and down, as if the clicker is doing that. But yeah, one more time. I swing at it, and Bill shoots it at the same time. And that was only the second time that ever happened. The first time was right here. God knows how long ago this was. But the same thing happens. I kill it, and Bill shoots it at the same time. So right there. Somebody mentioned that yesterday. Yes, they did. I remember that clip because the day before somebody talked about, hey, I died from a dead clicker, and I was like, are you sure it was dead? There's no way that's real. And then this happened. Instant karma. Bill shoots it, which causes it to like stand up and be stationary, and then I shoot it in the head. There's a giant bullet hole in its stomach or chest area. It was dead, but it killed me anyway. I mean, look at it. It's got a hole in its stomach. He has no head. There's no sound effect either. Nice. That should be an emote. As if the living weren't hard enough, you gotta worry about the dead. GG, Naughty Dog. Alright, this one's super weird. I remember what I was trying to do was show off sort of a discovery, and that discovery was, once you make it to this section in Graveyard, if you go back on the stairs behind you... Yeah, they are. But watch when I take... The game spawns in extra clickers. First step up. I put nail bombs there to test it. It spawns in clickers out of nowhere. Watch what happens behind me. Nowhere. What the fuck just happened? Bill... Yes, he did. Out of nowhere. Watch again. Nowhere. Did you miss it? In clickers. Out of nowhere. Let's slow it down. Watch Bill. Just gone. He just sinks beneath. I have no clue what could have caused that. Maybe a... It obviously had something to do with the stairs. Inclines and stairs just like breaks this game. And he just sank beneath the map. Probably kept falling until it just like cut to black. Like what happens when we go out of bounds and we just fall and die. Oh, man. I am just, like, trying to show everything. I want to avoid, like, posting this video and then being like, oh, man, I forgot one thing. I just want to show off everything. So that's one thing. On to the next one. So here in Graveyard, we have to deal with, like, black screen glitches in Financial District, in the winter after the lodge, and this has only happened to me twice in my entire life. Just watch. As if this section isn't bad enough with your companions. Wonderful ability to help you.
I don't want to see it.
Me neither. But no, that's not the issue here. Just watch.
Not what I had in mind, but...
Can you believe that? So many glitches in this game. Some are funny to look at. Some help you in speedruns. Some hurt you in speedruns, just like this. I don't even have a theory as to why it happens. Maybe it's just like before, where Bill glitched through the stairs. Maybe it's something like that, but it happened behind us. No way of knowing. All I can tell you is this has only happened to me twice in my entire life. Alright, this one right here. You can't really ever get on purpose. It's weird. It's in the doggy door section of Graveyard. You hit triangle for the doggy door, and if Bill is entering this garage that we're in, he's going to be stuck in whatever running animation he was doing when he enters. So you just get this. Like, if he's way off in the back and you hit triangle, he just sort of does what he's supposed to do. If he's, like, stationary when you hit triangle once you're in here, or once he's in here, he acts the way you're supposed to, but if you hit triangle, old donation. If you hit triangle, like as he's entering this garage here, his running animation will get stuck, and this will happen. This specific running animation actually prevents you from hitting the checkpoint when you hop down from the treehouse, so it sends you all the way back to do this section again. Very annoying, and it has ended like 3 or 4 of my runs in my lifetime. But yeah, just classic Bill.
What'd I tell you?
Okay, so like I was saying, that
Truck sticking out of the
leads us
school
into
right
my
there.
favorite glitch in the whole game. You can't use it in a speedrun, though. Can't use it in a speedrun. But here we go. Yep. Here we go.
There's a bunch
My
of them up
favorite
there.
glitch.
Try not to make a sound.
What does that give us? 2 hits? Doesn't really matter.
Ellie, run! Run!
Wow. How many more left?
Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be holed up somewhere else.
Well, let's not test our luck.
If
How do we
you
get
die on the same frame that the last runner in this section dies on, you will death warp. And with that comes a duplicate of everything. Shotgun. You get all your stuff back, and you get a duplicate of everything. This is where we threw the nail bomb. That's where the nail bomb landed. I think this one dropped 3. Yep. 3, 2. There's my revolver. Gave us 2 more. I was holding a molly when that happened, so I can pick up another molly. And yeah. Oh, and Bill and Ellie are invisible. This is my favorite glitch, which if you're playing casually, this is a must. Can kind of only be done on grounded because of, like, you need to die.
Don't
So
get
you need
killed
to
out
have,
there.
like,
Thanks, Bill.
not that much health. I love it so much. Look, they're fucking invisible. It goes away after the next cutscene. So let's do it again.
There's a bunch of them up there. Try not to make a sound.
You don't have to... You don't have to do this with the breaking of the melee weapon
Oh, they're there.
and dropping your revolver. I'll talk about that later. Oh, almost forgot. You need to throw one over here.
Fuck.
Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be
This is
holed
where
up
we
somewhere
threw
else.
the nail bomb. This is where it
Let's
landed.
not test our luck. How do we
One.
get inside?
2. We get all of our stuff back that we just used,
Here, get me up there and I'll drop it to you.
but we literally just death warp. I had a molly here. I think it went fucking flying. Who knows where it went. It's not that big a deal. We just get so much shit. Make sure it's reloaded. We can pick everything up. I just love it so much. When you're doing any percent, you're usually doing easy mode, and so you don't really need all this stuff. If there were a grounded any percent category, which there isn't, this would be like the shining strat. This would be like the strat amongst strats. It'd be the best. But yeah, that's... Let me think. Is there anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. There is something in the high school. If I can't get it to happen to me, I may as well continue. If I can't get it to happen to me, then I'm going to find a video of it, because it's gold. It has to do with the bloater. And killing him, like, with your fists. You know, I doubt I'm going to get that. Let me just see if I can find a video of it. Okay, it's kind of funny, but these are videos from other people. But this one has happened to me. Once. A long time ago, I wasn't streaming. It was during practice. Just watch. You can't see it, but you can see what happens. There's a bloater. There's some runners. Now listen. Bill just killed the bloater. It has happened to me once. He stabs it in the back. Right there, you can hear him. He kills the bloater. Oh, I would pay good money to have him act that way during my runs, but nope. This one I was aware of, but I haven't been able to make it happen on purpose. Just watch. This will take way too long to, like, replicate myself. I could try someday, but I'll be here all night. Oh, and after all that, he dies from the runner. That's weird. Pfft. Watch again. If the bloater gets too close when you're doing like a custom execution, if the bloater just walks into you during this, the bloater will be the one to get his head just bashed in. That's great. That one is fantastic. But yeah, if I tried to get it, I would be here all night. Just letting you know that that is indeed a thing. Next. Alright, I'm not sure if this glitch can actually happen anywhere else besides here. I've only had this happen to me once, and it was a run probably like 3 years ago. Soviet Jedi here has it in a recording, so it's very convenient. But if Ellie's about to throw a bottle, and then she climbs up something, she'll just drop it, and you can pick it up. Because to my knowledge, there aren't any bricks or bottles out here in this section. So watch. Look at Ellie. Wherever she is. Come on, Ellie. There we go. She always says something when she's about to throw something. So watch. Yeah, if she climbs and throws at the same time, she'll drop it. That's only happened to me once. Just one of those things that's super weird. Alright, since this is pretty much impossible to duplicate, I just want to show you that at one point, this did happen. Look carefully. Oh my god, what was that? I still don't know what that was. I'm gonna slow down the slowdown. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god! Yep, one more time. Oh my god, what was that? Yeah, I don't know. And that did happen one other time as well. I don't understand it either. Just figured this is a game, or this is a video showing off all the glitches. I may as well just throw those in there. Alright, we're in the high school here. This highlight may be old, but it's still low-key one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me. Here, just watch. This is an old strat before we came up with the restart encounters. I'm guessing the weirdness here was caused by the pushing against the wall twice and Bill killing one and Ellie
Thank
helping
you,
me.
Ellie. See, now these guys are helping.
My voice is really annoying here. Just, after everything's said and done, just look. And he would have stayed this way forever. He's dead. And just... yeah, it's a thing of beauty right there. I tried shooting him, mollying him. Nothing. He just stays stuck in that gate. Let's see if we can go back and like find out when that really happened. Too far. Let's see. Bill kills one, and then Ellie stabs it, so I guess that pushes him into the gate. I mean, look at his leg. That's fucking hilarious. That would be cool if you could get through that gate, see what's upstairs. Probably nothing. Oh well, that's just another one down. So that lovely trick we just did, death warping outside the high school, you can do that in more than one place. I'm doing Grounded New Game Plus right here just to speed things up a little. Flashlight doesn't work. Bill and Ellie are invisible. Free nail bomb. Get your stuff back. Tss. Oh God! Look at my flashlight. That's the last place I shine my flashlight. You can't do this in every section. You can only do it in a few. Outside the high school, inside the high school. This doesn't help our speedruns though. Wonder what happens if I continue.
Help me open this.
They're still invisible. God, if only Graveyard was like just like this. Just Joel.
This ain't gonna hold it for long.
They remain invisible until you restart encounter. Still invisible. My flashlight still doesn't work.
What was up with that pizza?
Oh, that's funny.
Been infected for a long time. We call them bloaters.
Hold on, let's
Floater. Okay, got it.
I hate to interrupt your little biology lesson, but can we get the fuck out of here, please?
let's just boost up some invisible people here.
Go.
He looks so weird doing that.
All right, come on.
So yeah, you can do that death spawn thing, death warp thing. Well, the Robert conversation skip outside the high school, which would help it would be most useful. 'Cause, in this section here, you can just restart encounter after the fight's over to get your stuff back. You don't really need to do it there. Outside the high school, it's very useful. There's actually 2 other places you can do this, but I'll show those off a little bit later. That's it for here. Next up is in the hotel. There's 2 different things in here. One is right here. Let's just place the ladder right here. And we're going to turn photo mode on for this one. They didn't patch this out, did they? Maybe I just have it in the wrong spot. Yeah, here we go. Up we go. Oh no, yeah, you had to climb once more. That was it. Yep, I had a feeling something's not right. Climb it twice. We're out of bounds. Sort of. Oh, where are we? We're all the way up here, for fuck's sake. You can sort of see outside a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't know where that bird's going. We'll probably hit a wall. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is pretty fun to play around with. Yeah. One more time. Yeah, I think that's about it. Could be fun, though. Oh, God. Ellie's probably just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, you can probably like play around with photo mode and stuff. Could be a good time. Alright. I won't even like transition. I'll just go right to the next one. But again, could be fun to play around with. Next one is up here. Oh god, photo mode. No, I'll keep it on. We used to use this way to get through the hotel in any percent, but because of that one, like swimming into the void that I showed earlier, this has since become like invalid. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Let me just sprint on through. Again, I've never done this method in an any percent run, so I don't know how. But using this, you can skip the hotel and the financial district. So just aim, walk into that bucket, and boom, we're out of bounds. And you get some really trippy vantage points here. It teleported us up, that you can see. You can see everything. Now, if you fall, if you go to a spot that doesn't have a ceiling, you'll fall out of bounds and die. Yeah, right over here, this is what we... If you just, like, crouch walk onto it, you'll go flying. But if you, like, crouch walk and aim onto it, you'll get pushed up and out of bounds. There's no way to get back in bounds. At least none that I know of. And you used to use this to skip Financial District, but we don't have to do that anymore. But yeah, very, very trippy. This kind of looks like the little Game Boy in Luigi's Mansion. Just a little bit. Here, I'll just walk in a direction. See what happens. Oop.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, we are stuck in a wall, folks. Stuck in a wall. No way out. I'm in this little box forever. Oh, nope. Are we out? No, we're stuck in a smaller box. Oh, now we're out. Is this even a room? Whoa. Cool, look at that. it's like an unfinished bathroom or something. They took the time to model it, but there's no way to see inside of it. That's pretty cool. Guarantee you nobody's seen that. There's where the mirror is. Hey, let me out here. Ellie, help me! I'm stuck! Let's do it again.
Oh, shit. Get down. Oh, shit!
Alright, so even if you just like crouch walk into this without aiming, game's gonna freak out. Yeah. Try it again. Yeah. He just like leaned over. It's so good. Alright. I'll show you one more time.
Get down. Holy shit!
Again, you just have to like aim, and you have to be crouched for it to work. Pretty easy, right?
I see him.
Oh, I can guarantee you don't see me, pal. I had no clue I could shoot them. Wow, look at the blood. Look at the blood, dude. Oh, shit. Wow. Where am I? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm stuck. Yeah. I guess this is my home now. Oh. Hold on, I want to see. Joel's got like a dark side. Ellie's so bright in nature, and Joel is just this dark, gloomy guy. So fitting. Alright, we're stuck here forever. But yeah, there's the glitch that you can't really use, but is just fun to look at in the hotel. This one, as you can see by the stream layout, was really, really old. This is before I learned to put a nail bomb here. If you go for the generator, I don't know if I can get this to happen again. That's the reason I'm showing this off. My guess is it has something to do with like the two stairs like just in front of the generator. The stalker, he grabs me, and I think the stairs like makes him lose his grip, and he dies from an invisible stalker. Well, the stalker's there, but he's not grabbing on. Joel's got some demons, man. Here's one that happened to me, as you can see, a couple months ago. I was trying to get to the hotel kitchen to practice a new strat, or just a new glitch that I saw someone else do. And when I went there, I didn't do anything weird. There were no spores. There was nothing. You can see it's like pretty well lit down there, and then all of a sudden the lights go out. And like things are slowly loading in, but the section's still broken, just out of nowhere. I did my usual and laid down a nail bomb, turned on the generator, and nobody spawned in. So when I was finished, I just went back and picked up the nail bomb. There's nobody here. I haven't been able to get this since then. It only happened the one time. Went for the key card, no stalkers, no bloaters, no nothing. There's nobody here, and I was just able to do the section. Joel never even put his gas mask on, and there's spores everywhere. So Joel is low-key infected. This is the best part, though. Skip ahead a little bit, and terrifying. Just terrifying. GG, game. If anyone has ever gotten this, or, like, can get this again, let me know. Okay. And that... Whoop. Okay. That leads us into the next one, actually. Right here. And it's really as easy as it looks. Oh no, there's people. What are we gonna do? Oh no. They're gone. It was like a bad dream. That's fake blood. It's like a bad dream. You crouch, you look up, and that's it. Section unloaded. It's awesome. So awesome, I'm doing it again. Any one of you can do it. You can't do it in a glitchless run, though. You're unloading an entire area. So speedrunning. If you're not comfortable doing, like, the Pittsburgh skip, just do that. I love it. It's so weird. Next. Alright, we're in Financial District. This one's not so much a glitch, more of an exploit. Here, look.
Yeah, I always should have known, but if you're gonna steal, you better make sure.
If you kill him first...
You're dead, asshole!
These guys just sort of don't really care that you're here. Hey, buddy. Should we be worrying about somebody that's killing your men? I wonder who that... And then Ellie unfortunately cancels it. But it's just so...
Yeah, I always should have known, but
It's so funny.
steal.
What? The 76 lookout guys. Some tourist killed him? I wonder who could have done that. Oh, man. Did you talk to the boss? Uh-oh. Yeah. And then that cancels it. It's just so funny. Again, sort of a glitch. Not really. Call it what you want. I call it funny. Oh, man. Financial District. Here's one that a viewer just showed me. It's gorgeous, but will take too long to replicate. Whee! Good thing he was already dead. Jesus. This one's really brief. It's more of a visual glitch. I think this can only happen with the rifle. If you reload cancel, or even if you're just reloading and you hit triangle before you finish the animation, you get this. So listen. I'm reloading, and then I hit triangle. Look at the bullets. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm annoying here. Look at the ammo. It's just visual. I would love if you could get infinite ammo from this, but you can't. It's just purely visual. Here, let's see. So right here. We're reloading 2 bullets in the clip. So there's 1, 2. Maybe it has to do with hitting right on the D-pad and then hitting triangle. So he's putting the gun away without finishing the animation, the reloading animation. Either that or you just hit triangle. It's one or the other. I get this a lot, though. Good thing it's purely visual. Otherwise, I'd lose a lot of runs to this. Alright, just figured I'd put this one in there. Next. Here's one that happened to me not too long ago. It's so rare. This is only like the second time this has ever happened. But just watch. Camera freaks out. There's an alert sound. And it sends me all the way back here. Nice. I still don't know why that happens. But yeah, you're running up the stairs. The camera freaks out. There's an alert sound. Fades to black. Puts you all the way back here. Wastes over 30 seconds, I think. Yeah, probably about that. Yeah. No knowledge as to why it happens. It just does. And it's only happened to me twice in a run. Yeah, super weird. Alright, here we are at the searchlight. And this is another place where we can use the death warp. Where you die by a bomb on the same frame that the last enemy in the section dies. Now notice Joel's almost dead, you can tell.
The fuck?
This one yields the most unique result.
Hear that? Clicker. Yeah, I hear it, but I don't see shit. Something to hide behind.
Alright, which side you getting off, pal? It crashes the game. He dies and you die by a bomb on the same frame. You guys have already seen the trick. Doing it here will crash the game. I think that's the best one. And that's it. Next. I love this one. This is in Searchlight, and the enemy is going to descend like the second coming of Jesus.
Go check over there.
You don't need to get it to happen this way. It's random when it happens. But watch this guy. Arms crossed and just... Hallelujah. It's almost like it's a T-pose for falling. This, I guess, is what it looks like. But yeah, that's a thing.
Maybe we push it together.
Alright, so here we are in the sewers. Next glitch, see if I can get it to work, has to do with the molly. If you don't help Henry push... Call it a glitch if you want.
Get away from the door.
But they are all lit on fire. Alright, they have to be lit up, otherwise Ellie's instantly dies. But yeah, here's the next one. I have to get it though. I just have to. There we go. They're all lit up and on fire. Look at this. Again, what's supposed to happen... Oh god. I think the clicker can still kill you. Yeah! Clicker. Isn't that funny? I kind of just figured that out myself. No loading screen, no loading screen. Come on. I kind of just figured that out myself. So if the door flies open without you helping Henry, like if you don't help Henry with the door flies open, one attaches to Ellie, and she dies instantly, no plus sign. But if you burn them right away, it won't kill her, but they'll remain active even though they're fucking charred. That's a good one. I saw someone else do it, but never tried it myself. That's good to know. Again, you can't use anything with it. It's just funny to look at. I guess it sort of cancels the potential plus signs and definitely messes up the clickers. The clickers will only go... They only go towards companions. That's interesting. They will only go towards companions. None of them went to attack me. I wish I had a nail bomb so I could like play around with that. But I don't. Alright, if this would stop taking like 10,000 minutes, we could try it again. Thank you. Alright, so a charred runner won't kill Ellie right away. Also, thanks for taking my advice and staying away from the door. Well, maybe you should have heeded my advice and stayed away from the door. So they won't ever come after me. Look at that. Invincible runners. I wish I had a nail bomb, dude. I really wish I did. Oh, can I kill this one? Oh, dear God, that's terrifying. Oh my God. Let's explore this section. So they come from absolutely. I guess not nowhere. Oh dear God. Clicker? Dead. Alright, that's enough. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. Okay, up next is Suburbs. And this one's not that big of a glitch, but this is kind of proof that the single player and multiplayer are kind of connected when it comes to their maps. In multiplayer, there used to be a glitch, they've patched it out, called the Suburbs glitch, where you would stand on top of a fence and white out the entire area. You can do that here up to a point. So let's see. See that? Suburbs glitch. We're standing on top of a fence. You can't do it with photo mode. Only with pausing, which is a shame. But yeah, just really briefly, you can white out the area. Let me get the camera a little bit better. Alright, you know what? You guys come here. You guys are annoying me.
So, where was you going?
Let's get the camera a little bit better. Nah, he falls too quickly. I have to... God. Thank God for easy mode, right? There we go. That's a little better. You can see the houses. You can see everything placed inside the buildings. That's a little better. So, yeah, there's Suburbs glitch in the single player. We're standing on top of a fence. Briefly. You can't, like, aim your way, like, across it. But just really briefly, if you fall off the right way with your body turned, not turned backwards because he falls too quickly, but turned sideways. Suburbs glitch in the single player. Yeah. Suburbs sucks. Okay, up next is the dam. This one's great. I won't spend too long on it because there's like a lot of different things you can do here. But the main glitch is this. And you can go anywhere. If you keep going to the right... Well, let me get back inbounds. If you just, like, keep holding forward... He's gone. So is everything. But there's so many different things you can do. You can like, oh god damn it! Yeah, don't hold anything once you're done climbing, for a while. You can try and make your way down. I'm sure some things will reappear. Yeah, bye. For whatever reason, you could do so many things here. There's another plank right there. And if you go out of bounds a little bit... Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Where am I? Dude, I've never been in here. What is this? I've never done that before. That's weird. They actually gave you the ability to climb that. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. They're the horsies. Whee! There's a way to go and get that plank. I think maybe if you swim underneath everything. Oh god. Yeah, here we are. Now watch what happens if you pick...
I'll find something. So hang tight.
That's not our plank. Hashtag not my plank. That's the plank. Let's just pick this up and... Oh god. Oh god. Trying to move it. Oh god. And eventually... You just go so low. We're still afloat because our oxygen isn't going down. Gone. It's so good. And then for some real shits and giggles. For some real shits and giggles. Come on, Joel. I know you want to go for a little swim. You can just... Oh, if you go back in bounds, you can regain control again. Alright, yeah, there's a lot of invisible walls here. You just gotta keep making your way around. You can do some weird things. Like here, we're just gonna keep going this way. Look, we're not pressing anything. He's doing this all on his own. Oh, we're back in bounds. We're back in bounds. Stay back in bounds. Or just swim forward. That's cool, too. Like, we have some strats in mind to be able to, look, here's the dam. To be able to skip some parts, but we haven't been able to find anything. Like, if you just swim forward, you'll run into those rocks. You'll realize that you can just swim right through them. You can actually climb up onto these. Here, look, see that? Oh god. And we're gone again. Tss. You could play for hours here. Hours upon hours upon hours. But I think I'll leave it there. You guys saw what I needed. When you guys saw what you needed to see. And we'll move on to the next one, which is actually in the same spot. One quick little spot after we meet up with Maria. Alright, up next is...
False alarm! They're friendlies. We've been dealing with raids.
right here. This one's pretty brief, but it is worth showing off. They didn't add boundaries to this section. Look at the barbed wire.
We had it working before.
It was like,
But one of the turbines went south.
fuck you and your barbed wire. I'm gonna go over here.
No way.
They put guys in here who are solid, but everything in here doesn't have collision.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
So if you just like angle them the right way. Tss. My favorite's over here. This guy can't believe it.
You know, if you want, we can take them riding later.
Look at this guy. Yeah. You can have some fun in here. Get yourself a nice wallpaper or something. And then when you want out,
There.
just climb up. Fuck you and your barbed wire.
No sweat.
Also, if you're feeling suicidal,
Continue the tour.
that's not the first time that guy has seen that.
False alarm! They're friendly.
Alright, that's it. On to the next one. Here's one that happened to me like a while back. I don't know how long, but I'm living in my old house, so quite a ways. Just doing everything normally. It was an old strat back then. Look at this guy. Yeah. This hasn't happened. This is the only time that's ever happened as well. Ay, 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 ay. You can't hit him. You can shoot him. But he just keeps on going. And then eventually he dies. He becomes unclipped. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever get that one to happen again, so I may as well show it here. Next. Okay, so here we are at the end of the dam fight. And I'm going to show you something that I don't even think the developers know about. Which is definitely a glitch.
Do your thing.
But, like I've been showing off, doesn't help a speedrun. It's just funny. You know, let me get that arrow. They don't care about Ellie and Maria firing at them. They only care about you. They never turned off friendly fire in this section. Nope, a little bit over more. They never turned off friendly fire. This is really a good analogy or metaphor for how my speedruns go. For how my speedruns go when it comes to companion help.
Do your thing.
You really think Naughty Dog knows about that? Oh god, idiot. Alright. There's one more thing I need to show off that actually kind of prevents me from showing off trying new strats.
Don't do anything, bitch. Take your hands off him.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. They break. It cancels your headlock. That'd be a great strat. Run in, triangle prompt him, boom, boom, killed my guy, but no, they will shoot you. Your companions will shoot you. Naughty Dog, man. Although I don't know how they could know that that's a thing. They need to hire speedrunners. Play through their game, man. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, on to the next one. Another thing at the end of the dam here. Your watch. The scene will end when I'm like putting my backpack back on. And then watch what happens. So right there, I'm putting it back on. The scene transitions. And normally I restart encounter here in my runs, and that would get rid of this. But yeah, the menu is still there. Again, restarting encounter gets rid of this. I'm sure if you were in your backpack when the scene transitioned, this wouldn't happen. But because I was putting it away, I think that's what causes this. And this will stay the entire horse ride. Nope, wrong one. Here, look again.
I just saw her riding on out of here.
I bet you can all get this if you try. I actually want to know if you guys are able to get this again. So there's that one.
I just saw her riding on out of here.
Go back inside. Help the others clean the place up.
Okay. Careful out there.
There.
I got it!
Tracks?
I got it, dude! It must have had to do with the frame rate. I can't believe it. Alright. There it is right there. I didn't think I would get it, so I didn't, like, do an introduction to it. No, I want photo mode on. Turn off the frame rate. When you begin this section, mash triangle, and if you're lucky enough, you'll actually get off the horse. You can get back on, but I don't think you'll be able to get off. I only thought you could do this on PS3, but no, you have to lower the frame rate, mash triangle, and if you do it, you'll... Look at us. You go ahead! You go ahead. I'll be right behind you. Oh, this is funny. Alright, this is a first for me, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just keep up.
She couldn't have gotten far. We'll find her.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry.
I don't think I can leap over, can I? I
She usually pull these
I can.
stunts.
Whoa.
Nothing like this. What's going on?
Freaky. Oh man, this is hilarious. This right here is gonna make the video like 2 hours long. Oh wow, look at this. Wow, 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 wow. Can you jump off? Yeah. Wow, everything has collision too. So weird. Boxes. And the beautiful music in the background. Wow, look at this. Look at all this. Pretty cool. They even rendered in the rest of the dam. Alright. I think eventually the game stops you. Oh, Yep, there we go. Oh, I'm stuck. No, I want to keep moving. No! No, let me keep going. I want to keep going. I'm going to work my way back. That's what I'm going to do. Nope. Let me just go back a little. There we go. We got this. All right, now let's really go. And... we are speed T-posing. I'm not letting go of sprint. He'll probably just stop. Oh my god. This is great.
Wish you didn't go down this way.
Nope, let's just turn around. Oh, this is fantastic, dude.
Horse tracks.
Alright, if he stops, he's really gonna stop.
Ellie, what are you thinking?
Ah! Ah! What the fuck? How far can we go?
There. More tracks.
Okay, good.
Yep, great. It's great. I'm just gonna be over here. Oh my god, this is too funny. Whoa, that one's not. This one doesn't have a lot of collision. Can I fight? Can I begin the fight?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, that's funny. We're doing that again, by the way. And we're getting it. Alright. Well, I couldn't get the thing to happen again. The getting off of Callus right away. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get it. But it shows that with enough time and effort, it can happen again to sort of fuck around in there. And I pretty much showed off everything I needed to show off. But I've been told by some people, if you aim something while your T-pose moving like that, Joel will freak the fuck out and just like spread outward in a really weird manner. But yeah, I'm not going to waste the rest of my night trying to get it. We'll move on to the next thing, which I also couldn't get. I tried, but I have a clip of it. It's loud enough. Yeah, get the flamethrower. When Ellie opens this door, after the optional dialogue, where Joel's just like, this is just a bunch of medical mumbo jumbo. The floor above Ellie will open the door. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, there's that. And while we're here, where is it? Here we go. That brings us into our next glitch, which we got to go upstairs for.
Yoo-hoo! Fireflies!
I'll try and get it here to show you.
Find over here. Anyone?
Let's keep it down until we figure out what's going on.
I tried for a little while, but I couldn't get it. God, I haven't played this much easy mode in a long time. Look at all this shit that I have. I'll try again. Maybe shoot her more in the back instead of from the side. Nope.
There are no bodies.
Can't do it.
That's good, right?
We found out where they went.
You saw it, though. You saw it.
Shit.
Right. Nope, not here.
So it's probably clickers, right?
No, clickers don't hide.
We're gonna go up here. Trigger the monkeys. Literally trigger them.
Jesus. It ain't clickers.
We're gonna go back downstairs.
Fireflies either. Well, maybe in all that research they turned into fucking...
And there's a little surprise waiting for us back downstairs.
Just keep searching, we'll find some.
Oh, and while I'm here, I want to show you something else that I forgot. First, we'll show off what's waiting for us downstairs. Tss. Joel runs so fast, everyone. I'm just gonna go back downstairs. And tucked right into a wall. Where is he? Oh, he's this way. Tucked right into a wall. Is a T-posing monkey. Because why the fuck not? Why not, right? I guess this is where the game just decided to put it after the scene was over. Looks so weird. It doesn't really have collision or anything. It does keep you from going in this door. But yeah, T-posing monkey, because why the fuck not? Yeah, that's kind of it with this section. No. Right here. Let's see if I can just kind of push this light over a little. Don't freak out. Just want to... Nope, 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 nope. I just want to lean you over this way. Come on, stand back up. No, wrong way. Wrong way. Come on. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. So we turn the light facing that way. Fuck you and your physics. There's no wall here. But I guess there is, because there's bullet holes, but there's no wall here in terms of light. Like, I'm sure... Hey, why don't you mind your own business, Ellie? You should hang on to that ammo. Really? God. Yeah, I guess it's just right here. There's no way for us to see. But that wall right there is not really a wall. You even cast a shadow. Shadows are pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the science lab. Alright, here's two clips back to back that were just... They were just hilarious. Here, look what happens. You can tell they're very old clips. Nice. Yeah, that... Whoa, there. We go from Last of Us to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in the blink of an eye. Even old me was just like, you don't know how to comprehend this. I'd put in the Punch-Out music, but it'd probably get copyrighted by YouTube. I'll leave it here for a while. You can put it in yourself.
I don't know what to say about this game.
Yeah. Put it in yourself.
I don't know what to say about this game anymore.
Words can't describe it, old me. And then eventually it just goes back to normal. Sorta. We'll see the start of it again, though.
Nice.
This guy I kill with the pipe, he kind of like freezes in that animation. See that? That's kind of what causes it, I think. See that right there? He kind of fucks out.
Yeah, that.
And then I guess he kind of gets caught on him. That's the reason, like, I like, most of these are things I can do myself, but things like these, I gotta rely on clips just to show you guys, especially if you've never seen it before. That should bring us right into the next one, actually. Yeah, I love this one. It's also in the science lab. For whatever reason, when there's an enemy in this section, the triangle prompt at the door, you can hit that triangle prompt even if there's an enemy like right next to you or there's enemies behind you running about. You don't have to kill everybody. If there's an enemy in front of you, though, this can happen. Proof that it just can happen. That's an annoying laugh. And he's gone. What I would give to have that gun in this run. Shoots them once, and they're gone. Again, it's just like the weirdness of this particular door in this game that causes that. While I'm here in the science lab, I'll show off this clip. Again, just proving that this particular door is really weird. So if you crouch behind these chairs, and I think that's the guy with the pipe, yeah. If like he rushes you, you'll have this happen. It's like we're in a factions match. It's all because of that door. If I were to like run around him and hit triangle, he would despawn, but then just I move forward like an inch. And that happens. But yeah, this is just a very, very weird part of the game. That beautiful death warp glitch can also be performed
What you got me?
in the science lab. I'm using New Game Plus here just to speed things up a little bit. And very weird side effect. This one's a little bit different from the others. Inside the high school and outside the high school. I guess Ellie's right there. Need an axe? Because we got plenty right here. Plenty. Well, fuck you too, Ellie. Need a pipe? Because we got plenty. They duplicate like 3 of each. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, we get our stuff back as well. Remember, this was another section where we can get our stuff back. Oh man, that's great. And then you just continue the section. That lovely, lovely death warp glitch. Which you cannot use in glitchless, obviously. Okay. Now for my personal favorite. Her second favorite.
Top of the windows.
Okay.
Clipping out of bounds here. This doesn't help in a speed run. Oop. But it's just so much fun to fuck around in.
Nice shot.
Need a little bit of ammo.
You weren't kidding. You're a better shot with that thing than I am.
Stand right over here.
Give me a hand.
Get in your backpack. The shelf will just like eat us. And then at just the right time, get out, sort of maneuver your way out of here, and we're out. See, David's fine. My God. That's what I was... Okay. Okay. Now for the fun. You can, like, see how they spawn in and everything.
Maybe they followed you and your friend.
Doesn't matter. Stuck in this together.
Yeah, you can't hurt them once you... One shot left. Oh, nice, David. So I was kidding. Now the fun begins. Because you risk him getting a plus sign. You can't get back inside. That's the shitty part.
Screw it. We're getting out of
Here we go. So the game will spawn in infected to come into the coal mine and all that. But then they also just spawn in infected outside. I wonder if he can hit us. Nope. See, here we go. This is the best part right here. These clickers that are just walking around. Walk up to one, and he just folds in like a pretzel. Then you can hit him with an arrow. It'll never break. And then it's like, oh, he's dead. Firing at him again will break it. Nope, he's fine. Oh, God. And he's gone. Let's try you. Nope. Pretzel. Let's do it again. Up you go. And down. And it doesn't work again. You can hit him once. It like won't break. And he's fine. Hey there. Can I knife it? Oh, I need to try that out. Can I knife it? Come on. I need to knife one of you. The prompt was there, baby. Come on. Fine, I'll go chill with these immortal clickers. What if I blow his head off? Oh man. Well, that was my last one. Oh come on, I saw a knife prompt. I need to fulfill it. That clicker's gone. What's really fun though is playing around in photo mode in this section. Because if you like run too far away, it'll just like white out, but you know what? Let's go towards that shack over there. I won't show too much. You can like play around with this yourself. Oh god. Whoa. Alright, we're inside. They still gave it boards and everything. The floor is from a PlayStation 2 game. That clicker just keeps spawning and falling every time. But this, like, really is, like, one of the best glitches in the game that you can't use. Alright, now I'm obsessed about this triangle prompt that I saw. What would happen if I was able to fulfill it? They're chasing me, too. Come on, man. You were right here. Where are the two clickers that are their hands? Ellie's coughing right here because this is where the clickers would break through and like try and swipe your hands at you. Swipe their hands at you. So Ellie's just like covering her face and coughing because it's technically doing damage to her. Hey, buddy. But because we're out of bounds, it doesn't matter. God, I want that knife prompt to show up again. Come on. I really want to get that. Ah, well. I'll try it some other time. It's gonna bug me, though. That's about it. One more thing is, again, just traveling and exploring. You can go all the way around the coal mine, see everything that's in there. Oh, God. We are underneath the bridge. Warren Coal Mine. Incorporated mine... blah, 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 blah. Offices. There's everything we can use in the final fight, I think. Unfortunately, this is about all you can do. You can't... I think the game places barriers on you. Invisible walls. At least I think. Yeah. Yep, we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna go say, before I stop showing off this section, we're gonna go say hi to that clicker. That one kinda has suicidal tendencies. Just spawns in, walks forward. No, it's a different one. Where'd he go? There you go. There you are. He spawns in, walks forward, and then just dies. Let's get nice up and close. Hey there! Bye. Wait, I want to follow you. Let's just follow that path. Whee! Love you, clicker. So yeah. Play around on your own there. See, these hands right here. God, they do a lot of damage. This is easy mode. But yeah, that's that section. Oh man. While I was doing that, I saw a triangle prompt for knifing one in the back. Oh, I want to get that. Maybe you guys can get it yourself. Show me what it looks like. Clipping out is really easy there. You know what? Let me find something real quick. There's actually another way to clip out of bounds here besides using the shelf. You can't get it on purpose, though. It can sometimes just happen when David gives you rifle ammo out of his pocket. It's so weird. Here, I'll just show you. This is the only other way to clip out of bounds. You just float and end up on the roof. It's so weird. I mean, look at her. This happens quite a few times, but she doesn't make it up onto the roof. It's so weird. Alright, I got a few more in winter to show off. This one's weird. Anybody can do this one. When you're done with the coal mine fight,
Check on that buck of ours.
skip the cutscene, and then a little bit after, restart encounter.
What the fuck was that?
And you get these weird images of, like, Ellie T-posing on top of Callus.
Wait.
And you can't use photo mode. It doesn't work. It's like as soon as it goes to, like, a bluish glow screen or whatever. Yeah. That can happen.
Look at this.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? I think people would ride horses more if this were more comfortable. Alright, next.
Here we go.
Oh, her kneecaps. That's sort of a funny little glitch right there. If you start like shimmying along the ledge there and then pick something up like an arrow or a bullet, her kneecaps will like go inverted. Anyway, what I wanted to show right here, like, you know how in certain sections early on in the game, if you're crouched in an enclosed area like here, and then you hold down sprint to, like when you exit the area, Joel will usually launch. With Ellie, right here, she T-poses. And it's very graceful. Except when she holds the rifle. Look at her left arm. What about an arrow? Yeah, it's pretty normal. Just with the rifle. Blip. And just like the one in Billstown, it will last as long as you want it to.
Here we go.
Tja.
I got this.
And there's one more thing I wanted to show here. Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to show here.
Cover the ground. Make sure she's not hiding somewhere over here.
I don't want to get trapped in here.
She's on this side of the wall.
Yeah.
This is how this section is supposed to look. Normally.
Keeping you alive here.
David. Oh no. It's getting all dark and... Skip cutscene. And we wake up as Joel. Nice and simple. Something that can happen, and did happen for a while, is this. Let's move forward a little bit. little more forward. There we go. Something weird would happen. This is like the last time this happened. See, just like before.
I don't know. I should be splitting right now. That was the best time I ever got here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I hate everything.
Not much has changed since then. But no, this black screen will stay here forever. It's a soft lock. For some reason. We still don't know why this happens. We have theories. My theory is it's how you kill the guys in the lodge that causes this. Since like this happened like quite a bit back in the day. 254 days. So what I did there, you saw me do it, was I arrowed the guy in the window before he finished his dialogue. Before, I would let him shoot at me once after he finished his dialogue and then kill him with the rifle. And then I would kill the other two the same way as I did in my run. But yeah, ever since I started arrowing him right away, like there would be no alert sound, and that hasn't happened since then. But yeah, this has been like a constant fear for a while. Even like I'm waiting for it to happen again on a good run. But it hasn't happened in like a year. Yeah, I think that's it. Next. This one's so interesting. I haven't been able to get it again. There's just this one recording of it.
Where is she?
This is gonna be close. There's no... Move it. Don't let him get you. There's no more enemies.
Where's all the enemies?
I don't know, past me. Where are they? Speed things up a little. There's no enemies.
What's going on?
So let's just keep going.
No fucking way.
This is the only time this has ever happened.
Look at this shit.
I see it.
Alright, I'm in a good mood now.
You were in a bad mood? I'm shocked. I'm surprised.
Let's go see what happens. I go this way with Ellie.
The area just like eventually unloads. There's nothing much here. You can climb over some stuff.
Nope. Back it up. Back it up.
You go far enough, I think you just fall out of bounds.
What did I do?
This is where you ride with Callus when you're on Ellie in the next section. In the previous section, actually. It's pretty cool, though. And I didn't do anything to get this. It just happened.
Oh man, can I climb up here?
You can climb some stuff. I don't think you can climb in that truck. Or no, you can, but there's a wall there.
I can't go back in.
So then if you keep going...
And they still programmed there to be like stairs here.
Me and
Angle
my
myself.
genius insight.
Man, it cuts off even over here. I'm gonna angle myself this way and just keep going.
I actually forget what happens.
Probably just gonna cut to a black screen, but I don't care. Nope, there I go. Nothing. He's gone. No camera. Oh well. Let's...
He's just gone. He doesn't die. That's interesting. How about that? Only time that's ever happened to me. Thank God I had a recording of it. That's going right in the video. Winter is just very glitchy, and this is just another prime example of that. Alright, another spot right here. When you're doing this section, I kill 4 people, and then there's like 2 guys behind me. One of them always shoots at you, but they always miss. That bullet triggers Joel's dialogue of one way or another, you're going to tell me. But if that sequence happens as you're leaping over the next crate here. Hold on. This happens.
One way or another, you gotta tell me! Gotcha, asshole. Finish him off! Hold him still!
That is definitely worthy of a slow-mo here. And I'll mute it for everyone's sake. So we're running. The bullet fires that he misses, and one way or another, you're going to tell me. And just that, at this very specific moment, causes this. Oh, God. He looks like one of those people with, like, super long fingernails. Well, you got to see that again. No, look, right? Look at his hand. Joel becomes Captain Hook. Alright, real time. One more time.
One way or another, you gotta tell me! Gotcha, asshole. Finish him off! Hold him still!
Oh, it's so good. I love this game. Okay, up next is right here. We are going to kill the enemies that try to kill Joel when you jump. Get out of here. When you jump over this crate over here. I gotta watch to not kill myself in the process, though. So I'm gonna angle one right about there. Let's try one right here. And try one right here. Let's see what happens.
Gotcha, asshole. Finish him off! Shit!
Well, I got one of them. I don't know where the other guy shows up. There's no one there. I love that one. It's so good. Let's do it again. Yeah, he wasn't there.
Where is she? He's over there.
I really wonder where that other guy shows up from. I forgot on the latest patch that guy tries to kill you.
Right there.
All right, let's go again. Yeah, there's no getting that guy.
Finish him off.
Alright, you can't get this guy. I've thrown it everywhere. The other guy's not there, though. Oh, God, I love it. And you know what? Fuck it. That actually leads right in... Oh, God. That actually leads right into the next glitch.
What the fuck is wrong?
I have to do this whole section. Now then, if you know my speedruns enough... you would know that when I hop into this restaurant, I restart and counter. Come on. Alright. I restart and counter. Why is that? Well, if you go for the door normally, for whatever reason.
You're easy to track.
That happens. I don't really know why. All I know is that it happens.
I'm sorry about you. I truly am. Stay confident knowing that you won't wait to any part.
This is a good way to listen to all the dialogue he has. If you were like too scared to creep around him.
I really wish you hadn't killed James. He's a good kid. Just doing his job, like all those people you killed. Whoops.
Oh. I interrupted it.
Heard that. Oh no. Careful now. Oops.
Yeah, it's a really great way to like show off all his dialogue. All I did was like oh god. Yeah, the fire can't kill it. All I did was do everything normally. And I went for the door, which is the reason that I restart encounter when my feet hit the floor of the restaurant. To avoid that happening. This happening. And that brings me to my next glitch. Hey, an open window. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hello, Ellie.
Yeah. It's weird. This is a weird game. What else can happen? Or what else that can happen is the same thing. You hit triangle, Ellie takes a few steps back, and David spawns outside, but his model doesn't spawn in. Just his machete and his gun. That's all you see. There I got all of David to spawn in outside. Something else that can happen, and this doesn't happen unpatched, but it used to be a problem, is you'll hit triangle, it'll disappear, and then it'll send you all the way back to where you have to move the crate. Very annoying. And it ruined like 2 of my runs like 3 years ago. You can either restart encounter as soon as Ellie opens the door to move the crate. That'll make it go away. But unpatched, it's not really a problem. It sort of goes away. So either David spawning outside or me getting sent all the way back was going to happen here. Because I'm doing this with the patch on. But yeah, that happens unpatched too. So when weird shit happens to me and you're just like, well, you're playing unpatched, they didn't patch any of this shit. They didn't patch this shit. Oh, God. I forgot about one thing. I'll show it off real quick here. I made a whole video about it, about, like, quitting to the main menu after you die.
Oh, you keep surprising me.
See if I can get it here. No, didn't get it. It might not work here. We'll have to see.
You know, you keep...
So gruesome. Yeah, she stands. I made a whole video about that, but just as the game's about to go, like, cut to black, if you quit to the main menu, they'll, like, stand back up. It's like, no, everything's fine. It just happened there again. It's so funny. Here's another very, very random one, but sometimes when you're playing, Ellie's hair will just, like, freak out. Your watch.
Ellie!
There's no way to get it on purpose. Sometimes it just happens. Blip.
Did you hear me?
No.
What the,
What?
Look.
what did I just look at?
Ellie!
Sometimes it'll just freak out.
No.
I have no idea why. But that's probably happened like a dozen times. Probably more than that. But I only have a few of them like saved. And this is one of them. So yeah. Here's a really old highlight I have. Just watch.
Oh boy.
Let me go ahead ahead, and you follow my lead.
This is the only time this has ever happened. He just sinks.
What the hell? He's invisible.
And then he just
Holy
stops
shit.
right there.
Alright. I'm going to restart and highlight this because he's invisible. Listen, I'm clicking every button.
Yes.
That
I
blows.
am. And the restart encounter places you right there. But just watch again. He falls in and then he just sinks.
And you follow my lead.
Okay, right behind you.
And down he goes.
What the hell? He's invisible.
Yes, he is. Oh, Naughty Dog. Alright, this one's really, really cool. The reason I sometimes like monitor capture videos versus doing them myself is because some are easier to get than others. This one is hit or miss. I could be here for an hour trying to get it. Just watch what happens. Here. Oh, this is the second time that's ever happened. And this happened back in March. Cool. Alright, so what happens? Compare them
Here.
again. If I just go for the right... This soldier... this Firefly, if you just go right for the door, straight, he's going to push you against the wall. What I usually do in my runs is turn this way. So he'll put me in a chokehold, but that's a slower animation, so I hit triangle so he doesn't get to fulfill that. But if you just run right for the door, he's going to push you against the wall. Let's actually slow this down a little bit. And mute it, for everyone's sake. So he's going to push you against the wall, but do it in a way, maybe the fire extinguisher has something to do with it. And you just clip right out of bounds. That's ever happened! So weird, and then you just, like, fall down. Joel's kind of running, he's not falling, he's falling and running. Ooh, it's shaped like a gun. And the hallway just kind of looks like a gun. So weird, just one more time. Again, just to compare them again, if I just go for it right here. Oh, this is the second time that's ever happened! The first being, like, on my 4th stream ever. Looks just like a gun. That's kind of cool. But yeah, just more weird stuff. Okay, so I wasn't able to get this to happen myself, but this is like the last thing I can think of in this game. Here, I'll full screen it. When Ellie drops the ladder, if you hit triangle at a certain time and a certain place over the ladder, this will happen. And yes, I know I need to activate Windows. It's like the end of the ladder will just like kick you up. It looks so funny. It's hit or miss. Yeah, that shit ain't gonna help combat against that. Oh, that's great. That is great. But I showed it to you. That's all I wanted. Okay, the only other thing I can think of is in the tunnel. They've since patched this, but you can like walk, like climb to the top of the tunnel without hopping down, run backwards, run back, and then the enemies won't spawn in, but I think they patched that. Yeah, I think that's everything. So everything I showed off right here were glitches that are there but don't really help a speed run. You can't use them in any %, and you can't use them in glitchless, obviously. What I'm going to show next are things. This is a long video, I know. What I'm going to show next are things that we do in a glitchless run that you can also use in an any % run. But they're things on the line of being called glitches, but we allow them anyway. Alright, this strat right here is hit or miss. So I'm just going to show you a time when it did happen. And that's kind of the reason we actually allow it. I'm going to go over like the reasons why we allow it in a glitchless run. So right here, I'll show you it first. You get in front of him, hallway fuckface, and sometimes, boom. And if you go far enough, and let's say I didn't clip on that wall right there, he would be far enough away from Tess so that he would be able to jog here. The reason we allow this is because sometimes, as soon as he starts talking, you just get one little nudge forward, like less than like 3 or 4 inches just shoved forward. Sometimes you get that. It's unpredictable. The reason we allow that in a glitchless category is because because it can happen this time or that time, we either disallow getting in front of him at all, or we allow that. And we don't want to disallow getting in front of him, so we just decided to allow that. If you do get it, great. If you don't, whatever. Getting like the perfect launch does save around like 10 or 11 seconds. But yeah, that's that one. Moving on. Actually, I got it right here. I'll save that for later. Got it right here. This one is in the downtown building after the fight.
God, we're almost out. Okay, Joel, you take point.
We're not despawning. We're preventing a spawn.
You stay sharp.
I want to show you something first. If you just sprint right away, look, there's always a clicker underneath the ladder right here. But he's not there. So we found out that if you get alerted before some invisible line on the ground, somewhere right around here, if you get alerted before then, that clicker does not spawn in. Ellie, what are you doing? Sometimes, what can happen is that clicker just doesn't spawn in sometimes. It's happened. We have video of it happening. I remember Uranto had a run where it was an old run. He would like crouch walk to the right. He didn't get near anybody. And that clicker just didn't spawn in for some reason. So it can happen just accidentally. But we can get it to happen on purpose.
I got it.
Distract that clicker. Now we crouch walk pretty close to it. Look, we're pretty close to that clicker. And maybe standing up causes us to almost get alerted, but it's consistent. We don't get alerted. As a result, that clicker never, ever spawns in right there. The reason it doesn't spawn in is because we, like, almost get alerted, but we don't get alerted. So it just never spawns in. And just because of how casual that crouch walking and standing timing is, that we never get alerted, we decide to allow it. If we knew that he spawns in and something we did, like, got rid of him, maybe we would say otherwise. But no, he just never spawns in, so that's the reason we allow it. Which I think brings me to my next one. Alright, so we're in the last part of Graveyard right here. There's 2 things here that we do that are allowed in glitchless. One is pretending to go into this room to get Bill to move faster.
We're all fine. Let's just keep going.
That, however, has an effect on how they spawn outside. This is currently unpatched, but it has a much bigger effect when it's patched. Let's see if we got it. You can tell because there's nobody there.
What'd I tell you?
Now they're spawned in.
There's that truck
But
sticking out of the school right there.
if this were patched,
on.
I can only like explain it to you. The infected wouldn't have spawned in until right now. That point on the ground right there is when they would spawn in. So Bill and Ellie would do a good job of following you, and then this section right here would be very easy. Again, here, I'll show you. Unpatched. But if it were patched, that delay of spawn would last even longer. And we're just trying to speed up Bill there. All we're doing is pretending to go into that garage and then going upstairs because that makes Bill move faster. So we're not preventing a spawn, we're just delaying it. When it's unpatched, it doesn't have that big of an effect. But when it's patched, it's very valuable, actually. Whoa. Alright, now the other thing is the dropping of the gun. There's 3 hits left in my pipe. And the way you do it, have your revolver equipped, swing, it breaks, and then aim. And we drop our gun. And as a result, enemies will drop a lot more shotgun ammo. Now, why do we allow this? Oh god, what was the reason? Because it can happen by accident. This was discovered by myself accidentally, a long time ago. I remember I swung at a runner. It didn't kill him, but my pipe broke. So I switched out to a gun immediately, and I frickin' dropped the gun. Because it can happen by accident, we allow it. Here again. There's what? 3 hits left. 1, 2. It can even happen like this. Look at that. All we did was like... Oh, nice, Bill. Can't you do that when the timer's going? All we did was like swing, it broke, and then we tried to switch out to a gun like right away. There's an easier way to get it, though. 1, 2. Have the revolver equipped. Break, aim, and he drops it. So it can happen by accident, just by it breaking and then like mashing a D-pad for like, oh shit, it broke, I need a gun, and he just drops the gun. Because he's throwing away the broken melee weapon, but if you switch to a gun, he drops the gun. Now we're like well aware that that's probably not what the game or what the developers intended you to do. But it can just happen so casually. It's like almost as if it's a part of the game. Like I want to aim, but no. There goes my gun. As a result, the game has it as like... Oh my god, you can't do anything. The game recognizes it as... You're short 16 revolver bullets. I don't know where it went, but here, we're going to compensate you with some ammo. That's our reasoning for allowing it. Is because it can just happen so casually and easily. Here, I'll do it the hard way. 1, 2, 3. There it goes. There it goes. It's gone. So yeah, there's that one. You can also drop... This is another thing that we allow. You can also drop a med kit. Oh, did I not have my... Oh, no, you gotta do it, like... This one's harder. Damn, Bill. Anyway, you can do the same thing with a med kit. It's a little bit harder because you have to use the D-pad instead of aim. But the game will actually not deplete it from your inventory. So you pick up a med kit, and then it will like give you an extra one. Here, you know what? Let me see if I... Let me see if I can show you. Alright, so here's what happens if you... I have 3 hits. This is what happens if you drop a med kit. I didn't drop it there. Oh, I know. Okay. 2. There, I just dropped it. Now, it didn't deplete it from my inventory. So, free med kit. You just gotta mash up. It's not like a perfectly timed prompt like the revolver drop. You gotta mash up after it breaks. Oh, God. And it's the only thing where it, like, doesn't really... It's not the only thing. It's the only thing you can drop on the spot that where it doesn't deplete your inventory. You can drop anything, by the way. I forgot to mention. Here, we have a brick. Oh, wait. No, I can't. Well, there goes my gun. I can't demonstrate a brick because if I have the brick out... Actually... Brick. You can do this with anything, but when you drop anything, it depletes it in your inventory. When it comes to medkits, though, that's the only thing where it doesn't deplete it and you can gain an extra one. The reason we do allow that, the reason we allow it, is because if we disallow this, it's basically the same thing as the revolver. Plus, in my grounded runs, there's not really a chance to use that. Yeah, I tried using it here, but it was... Bleh. Yeah. We're aware that it looks sketchy. But again, we allow one, we got to allow the other. So either we disallow dropping the gun, which can happen by accident, just with the break of a melee weapon, or we have to allow both. That's sort of the way it works. Now... Oh goodness, we were in high school, okay. Actually, good. We can load up the next spot. The next spot I want to show you is in the high school. Okay, here we go. We're in the high school. Now we're just gonna go Rambo. We're gonna use everything we have. Molly. Nail bomb. Okay. Nail bomb. Alright, they're all dead. 1, 16, 1, and 1. We used up everything else. Restart encounter. We just got everything back. Why is that? Because we're playing on Grounded. That only works on Grounded. Grounded is a naturally glitchy difficulty. It doesn't matter whether it's patched or unpatched, although I've heard from some people it doesn't work unpatched. But I remember trying it myself and it does work. So you might not be doing it right. But yeah, everyone dies. Restart encounter afterwards and you get all of your stuff back. That only works on Grounded. Not easy, not normal, not hard, not survivor. Only on Grounded. But it's still weird. Why would we allow it? It's still a very weird trick. Well, I will show you why. Right here. Here we go. So watch what happens. You can even listen to old me. Yeah. Wrong one. Space. There we go. So happy. This game can sense enthusiasm. So the camera zooms back, fades to black, and places me right there. And then it's fine. It wastes like a dozen seconds. I don't know why. So watch, here's... The camera zooms out. That can happen accidentally. No, not accidentally. Well, yeah, accidentally. But for no reason. No reason whatsoever. And as a result of that, it acts just like the high school here. When you're spawned in at the door and then you wake up as Joel in the winter, you get all of your stuff back. So if it can happen in university, science lab, for no reason. You have no control over it. Basically, if we disallow this, we would have to disallow that in the science lab. But can you imagine having to end a run because of something you have no control over? And it just gives you that black screen shit. We can't really do that. So we allow it here and in the science lab, and it's also at the tunnel. I'll show you the tunnel a little bit later, though. That's this.
Run off? Is that it, Frank?
Okay, here we have the truck push. We're not going to talk about the glitch just yet. We're going to talk about something else.
Let me know when you're ready to finish this thing.
Here's how the section's supposed to play out. You got 3 waves of infected. 3 in the first, 4 in the next, and then 4 in the last.
Already did it.
Keep your
But
foot
we
on
do
the
a little
clutch.
something here.
And when we get to
I know how to pop a clutch.
First, I'll do it normally just to show you.
I don't care. Just don't fuck it
And
up.
then I'll show you what we do
Get
differently.
ready.
Now hit it. Hit it.
So anybody playing this normally would just
Hey.
expect
Good job,
to play
kid.
it like this. Now you saw them like spawn in out of thin air. When we left that garage, there was nobody spawned in. And then here we got 1, 2, 3.
Back to the truck.
Unfortunately, we got to go all the way back there. So the game spawns them in out of thin air. 1, 2, 3. Actually, clicker and then the 2 runners. So what we do is kind of similar to what we do in downtown. We intentionally prevent their spawn. We're not despawning them because they were never there. Again, the game spawns them in out of thin air. Once we leave this garage, they're not there, and then all of a sudden they are.
We should probably search the house. Sure, there's more supplies.
It's a good idea.
Let me know when you're ready to finish this thing.
So here, just like this.
Put her in first.
If you restart encounter or you die, it won't work.
Already did it.
Only approaching it from the
Keep your foot on
previous
the
section.
clutch. And when we get to
I know how to pop a clutch.
how the hell? You know what? I don't care. Just don't fuck it up.
All right, Ellie, get ready.
So we're going to aim at the spot where he's going to spawn in. There's no one there. There's no one there. And there's one there. And that will prevent the spawn of the other 2 runners if you do it as soon as he spawns in. He's dead and we move on. And that's that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. The reason we allow it again is because it's kind of like downtown. We're preventing the spawn of other enemies using basic gameplay. We're not like unloading a section. They never spawned in the first place. So we're just sort of preventing that from happening. And we deem that as okay. Which brings us to our next one, which is the truck push. I'll see if I can get it right here, because it's frame perfect.
Just get it over the edge.
If not, I'll bring up a video.
Guys, around that house, to your right.
Did I get it? No. But it will look something like that. Alright, didn't get it. Let me just bring up a video here. Bill's truck push. We allow this in a glitchless category. I'll show it to you first, then I'll explain it. Watch carefully, though. Hold on. Let me full screen it. So let's get going on those runners. Nice laugh. The truck is pushing itself. The other enemies spawn in, but we don't have to kill them because the truck just keeps going. Look at the truck. We don't have to push it the whole way. Now, how in the world could we allow that? It has to do with the cause of it. The way we get that is just frame pixel perfect. You have to stop pushing the truck the same exact time as Bill. It will never be the same spot, too. Bill doesn't stop pushing the truck after a certain distance. He stops pushing the truck once a runner gets a certain distance to him. So in that regard, you can't ever really get this consistently. So watch. Right there. Notice how we stop pushing the truck at the same time. That's what causes it, but just look again. Like, right at the same time, and that's what causes it. So that's really, really difficult to tell. That can save about 20 seconds. You know, that's really difficult to say. If that happens, you have to start the run over. It's like, I didn't mean to get it. A few months ago, I actually wasn't trying to get it. I just wasn't. I kind of want to get like a run without relying on that. And then once I get a perfect time, I can just like still get world records in the future if I get that. But you know what happened? I wasn't paying attention and I got it anyway. It's so specific of a time. Like the timing is so specific. But it was like a few months ago. I was getting it without trying to get it. And like, that's really the reason that we allow it in a glitchless run. Because the alternative is you got it, you didn't mean to get it, but you got it, run's over. We don't want it to be that way. So, we allow it. So that's truck push. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is probably the weirdest thing that we allow in the glitchless category, and that is nail bomb duplication. On top of medkit duplication, we also allow nail bomb duplication, but it works differently. You can do this in 5 different sections. I'm going to show you 3 of them right here, thanks to Jedi again. First part is in the hotel. Hop the window, throw a nail bomb, restart encounter, and then you can pick up that nail bomb that you just threw, but it didn't deplete it in your inventory. He had 1 nail bomb to throw. He picked that up, and now he has 2. This is, again, this only works on grounded. A lot of this stuff only works on grounded. I forget if I mentioned it or not, but grounded is just a very naturally glitchy difficulty. It's the one DLC difficulty, so there's some weird side effects to it, to the restarting encounter, to get your stuff back, to the death warps, to this. It's just really glitchy. And, you know, we figured that there would be some new discoveries, so we decided that any benefit you get from a restart encounter, whether it's placing you further or getting your stuff back, or this, is allowed. Because, like, where do we draw the line? You know, if we allow one, we got to allow the other. This is definitely one of the weirder things that we allow, and we know it. It's just kind of unfortunate. You know, it's getting kind of weird. We agree it's a little weird. Throw it, restart encounter, and you get it right back. I don't really do these in my runs because, like, the restart encounter, having extra bombs won't really help out my runs. That's the reason I don't do it. Here's another example. Right here in Slow Henry. He has 1 nail bomb. Right before Henry says, through this door. Throw it, restart encounter. Sensing a pattern here, right? And he gets an extra one. Only because it involves a basic mechanic via the restart encounter. That's the reason we allow it. One more spot is right here at the searchlight. And boom. Free nail bomb. Again, this would actually be losing time in this section. That's the reason I don't do it in a run. And an extra bomb really wouldn't help. Free nail bomb. The other places you can do it are... Where's the other one? Start at Pittsburgh. Once you kill the guys coming over the bus, after you crash the truck, when Joel transitions from a sprint to a jog and a restart encounter to skip the dialogue afterwards, and they go for the garage door, you time it where you drop a nail bomb at your feet and then restart encounter, you get that nail bomb back. And the last one, which is really the first one if you want to do it in a run, is in Billstown. When you go from the first part of Graveyard to the doggy door part, that one door where Bill says, "Hold up, I got a key for that gate. I suggest we move quietly." If you time a nail bomb throw, like as soon as you get through the door and then restart encounter when Bill stands up, you'll duplicate the nail bomb there. So 5 different sections you can use this trick. Once again, we just got to reiterate, we're well aware this is very weird, but you know, it's the same reason that we allow the restart encounter to get all your stuff back in the high school science lab and tunnel. Any benefit you get from a restart encounter, we're okay with. Even this. And I don't do this in my runs too often because having an extra bomb, believe it or not, really won't help me. And the restart encounters kind of just make it a little slow. But yeah, that's this. On to the next thing. Alright, next is right here. This one goes back quite a ways, actually. At first we allowed it, then we didn't allow it, and then we came back to it, and then we allowed it again. Here's the reason it was so, yeah, Lucas, that's the one.
Stuck. Hold on.
Here's the reason it was so,
There.
difficult to tell. The way I do it in a run now is like this. Climb up here, and you climb up. It's not too difficult. You just gotta mash X pretty fast. Like, you can climb up, so we just sort of allow that.
Help me open this.
This is sort of the way you're, I guess, supposed to do it. I guess. There's sort of just one thing about it that we deemed as a little bit weird. You can climb up this thing from a lot farther away than this curb. That's really the reason that we eventually allowed this in. Look, I'm going to try and climb up that... What is it? I think it's a fridge. Or a vending machine. We're going to try and climb up from as far away as we can. Look at that. See that? That's much farther away than that. I'll try and go back a little bit further. Like, the radius of being able to climb up is just huge. Alright, I might be a little too far there. Maybe just a touch too far. Let's try now. There we go. See that? We just feel like being able to climb... Look. I mean, look. Being able to climb up from so far away, that's really the reason that we allow that. It's just one little hop. It's like they give you... It's almost like they give you the option. So we take it. As you can see, when we do this... Because one of the arguments was... How does Ellie get up? She gets up. She kind of like spawns back there. That'd be a cool thing to like take the camera back there and see what she does. But yeah, there's that. All right. Up next is Henry's, I believe. Okay, up next is at Henry's. Yeah, we don't need volume. There's this thing he does. Well, I'll just show you once. Here, you can listen to Past Me.
Normally, what I wanted to do was use 2 pistol bullets. One with a quick headshot, and then the other with a pistol bullet, and then... Oh, he did the thing.
Henry went from up there to down here. Why did he do that? I have no fucking idea. I didn't have the camera turned quick enough. Shut up. But again, what happened was, we were just doing this section normally like we do every other time. We get ahead of him. It's weird. He's supposed to be, like, still climbing down the stairs. But then, boom, he's right there. He went from up there straight down. Saves like 8 seconds. Why do we allow that? Because it's kind of like everything else in this game. We have no idea why that happens. So at this point in the run, if that happens where you have no control over it, it's not really fair to say, no, this run, that's not allowed. You have to start over. You could be on a great pace, a bad pace. You want to do a full run, it doesn't matter. We just kind of have to allow it because of... it would be unfair to get this far and then lose it to something you have no control over. And we've tried to get this to happen on purpose. We have no idea why this happens. Again, saves like 8 or 9 seconds. God, I wish we could figure it out. But we can't. It's just a random occurrence. So yeah, there's that Henry Stairs glitch. Which is allowed in glitchless. Because we have no idea why it happens. Alright. What's next? Sewers. Sewers is next. Okay, here we are in the sewers.
Get through that window.
The thing we do in the runs that are like on the line here is we swing at a clicker as soon as they hop down and watch what happens. The clickers are always the first ones to hop down. I actually got the perfect RNG too. Hit that one. Hit that one. Now get away from it because you will die. But watch, they're frozen. Come on, over here. Yeah. No thanks. No thank you. No thank you. Anyway, those two will remain frozen. Unless Henry shoots them or you punch them again. So why does this happen? I have absolutely no idea. I just know that it does. They have to be standing like before this invisible line right here, like somewhere over here. And it has to be before Joel says, "Get ready." You have to hit them before all that happens. Now, why would we possibly allow that? Well, the reason is... What's the reason? Right. We only have a few shotgun shells to work with in this section. So the plan was... We didn't go out looking for this. This was discovered accidentally. Oh, and it only works with clickers, not runners. Only with clickers. So the thought was... They... On top of them, like... having to hit them before Joel says, "Get ready." You can stand right next to them. They won't attack you until Joel says, "Get ready." It's like they're in like a frozen state. And then that line of dialogue right there just like unleashes the beast and they start attacking you. But you have like 4 or 5 seconds after the first one hops down to sort of hit them a little bit. And that would sort of make it so I wouldn't have to hit them directly with the shorty or the shotgun. Otherwise, you got to get like right next to them in order to kill them. So the plan was swing at them a few times so I can like graze them a little and they'll die. It doesn't have to be like a direct hit. That just sort of ended up happening. It's a weird result, side effect. Frozen. Frozen. Get ready. So yeah, the plan was... Oh wow, fuck off. Jesus Christ. I don't have a medkit. Again, was to injure some of them so I can shoot them from farther away and kill them. And really just because this is a basic game mechanic. If we didn't allow this, we would basically be saying you're not allowed to swing a pipe at a clicker. So when you think of it like that, that's the reason we kind of allowed it. It's sort of its nature. They're still here. The way this section works is it's an infinite supply of infected as long as you keep killing them. There has to be 5 in the section. You kill 1, the game will spawn in another. You kill 2, the game will spawn in another 2. There has to be 5. Fuck, if you kill them all, one's going to spawn in from over there. So there has to be 5. When they're frozen like that, they're still there. The game still counts them as being there. So we sort of back the runners into this room, and then we kill them as late as possible, so by the time 3 more spawn in, Ellie's opened the door already. So that's the strat, that's the reasoning, and yeah, that's why we allow it. Okay, so here we are at the ranch. This one's pretty small, but a lot of people ask me about it, so I'll show it to you. Last enemy killed, restart encounter. This is how the section's supposed to look. We're right here.
Come on, back to the horses.
There's a little in-game cutscene of the horses going over there. And then you get on.
That's all of them.
But instead,
Come on.
if you go in your backpack and turn the camera, that skips the camera turning around and pointing at the horses.
That's all.
You can see Tommy do like a weird thing there.
Come on.
Let me point
to
the
the
camera towards this way, see if it happens. Alright, yeah, it does have to do with the camera.
That's all of them. Come on, back to the horses.
So look at Tommy again. It just sort of speeds things along. People ask me all the time, like, how is that allowed? Well, all you're doing is being in your backpack. That's just a little result. This is like a side effect of it. This is a speed run after all. You're looking to go fast wherever you can. That just sort of speeds things up a little bit. You're basically just like skipping the animation of the horses hopping over, and the camera pan and everything. Yeah, I don't think that one's as severe as the others. So yeah, that's the ranch. Okay, this one's gonna seem a little odd, but actually the deer.
Where'd you go?
Because you're supposed to chase it around this big looping map area, section, whatever you want to call it, and hit it twice with the arrow. But as most of you know, you can do this.
There he is.
Hit it as soon as it spawns in. Now that in turn makes it a little weird, because you're not normally, like, it's not that you couldn't ever do that, but you're never really allowed to get this close to the deer. Hold on, let me show you something else. If you're too quick, the second hit doesn't register. But yeah, normally you're not allowed to get this close to the deer. And then once you do it again, it'll count.
Gotcha.
So that's the reason I go right here and I sort of wait a little bit. So there was actually a brief discussion of not allowing this anymore. The reason that we do allow it, though, is because
There he is. Gotcha.
that first hit counts. You know? That's one hit. It's given a hitbox. And so then right here, again, if I go too quickly, it doesn't count. So whenever I do it in a run, I have to wait like an extra second, so the second hit will count. But yeah. So the reason that we allow it there is because you do have a hitbox. And it does, the first hit does count. Yeah. You got to do the second hit a little bit differently, as I guess is a little side effect of the game not really expecting you to do that. But it's weird that it would do that, because the first hit's just like any other hit. So yeah, that's that. I really just got one more place to show you, and that's the tunnel. Alright, so getting close to the end here. Here we have the tunnel. The main thing with this spot is exactly like what I explained in the high school and the science lab. Restarting encounter to get your stuff back. So right there, I used I'm not going to explain the strat here, but I used one pistol bullet, and I'm going to use a bottle up here. That's weird. Okay. And I took damage. And I'm going to use this bottle. Alright, I didn't have to, but let's pretend I did.
Here, let me boot you up there.
Now we wait. There we go. Okay.
Look out below!
Now, as soon as Joel's feet hit the ground, restart encounter, and we get our bottle, our pistol bullet, and our smoke bomb back. Just like the science lab and the high school. Remember, the reason that we allow this is because of that really no reason for happening black screen glitch in the science lab. If we allow it there, we have to allow it in the high school and here. But there's another reason that we allow it here. And I'm going to do the section again to show you. There's really like two reasons. I restart encounter there specifically, not to get my stuff back. I can still do the run like without relying on it. On like the smoke bomb and stuff. However, that bloater that you heard behind me when I restarted encounter, for whatever reason, has a because they can't see. He has a really good aim. And because this is grounded and you die so quickly, here, I'll show you again. Why are they getting close to me? There's the bottle use.
Here, let me boot you up there.
That is the most consistent strat in the whole run, and I have no idea why. Anyway, the other reason besides getting our stuff back that I restart encounter there is for safety. That bloater has perfect aim.
Look out below!
Check this out.
We're good. Don't think I can make it.
It didn't work. There we go. I'm gonna run past. Nope, I'm dead. That first throw was supposed to be over and hit me. Dying there. The whole point of that is to show. Normally it lands like right there, and you have to run through it, which you can't. You cannot run through it because you die so quickly because of grounded. Even if you die, you still get back all of your stuff. It's not just with restarting encounter, it's with dying as well. So yeah, let me show that off one more time. It's not quite like a death warp. You know, if you died and then it placed you right there without it fading to black, maybe we would think otherwise. But yeah. Alright, one more time. Places, everyone.
Here, let me boost you up there.
Okay, so once again, although I may not get it here because he's really far away, we'll see.
Look out below!
We'll see what happens. There we go. Let's run through it.
We're good.
Now we're dead. Oh, and he went swimming. So right there. I restart encounter right there to avoid that. You just also happen to get your stuff back. I don't want to have to wait for that to clear. So, yeah.
We're good. I don't think they can reach us now.
That's that.
Okay.
Which also right away brings us to like one of the last spots where we allow something a little fishy and glitchless. And it takes place right after this. I won't even bother with a transition. It's so close. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It's Mr. Clicker that we refer to him as. This is a bit like... no, I'll restart encounter. This is a bit like the thing that we showed off earlier, much earlier, in Billstown, where we threw the brick at the wire of the nail bomb. That clicker was way out of whack, though. It wouldn't react to anything you did. If you shot it, if you punched it, and it wouldn't kill you. That's where that section and this section differ. So this is how the section's supposed to work. You either boost Ellie up before and then kill the clicker when you when it wakes up after hearing Ellie, or you can kill it. Alright, it's dead. You can kill it before and boost her over. The problem with doing that is you can't sprint later on. Also, if you don't have an arrow, which you always will, but let's just say you don't have an arrow, and you try to damage it,
I'm gonna need Ellie for this. I need Ellie for this. I need Ellie for this. I need Ellie for this.
Joel needs Ellie for this. No, but you can't...
I need Ellie for
I didn't know you could keep doing that.
I'm gonna need Ellie for this.
You can't boost her over with an active clicker on the other side. That was funny. So I was just fucking around with the game one day, and it turns out if you headshot it or alert it, point the camera up and mash triangle, the triangle prompt stays there for like an extra half a second. And if you do it quick enough, you can boost her over with the clicker active on the other side. Now, it's a little freaked out. It won't really go after her like before. It's a little freaky because I guess the game didn't really expect you and this clicker to be in the same spot at the same time. So as a result, it won't really come after us. And as a result, as a positive result, speedrunning wise, we are able to sprint this entire section, which is otherwise a bunch of slow jogging and climbing. The swimming's the same whether you're alerted or not. Like, look how fast you're able to, like, jump over shit and climb. That's the whole point of that. But that we're well aware that that's very, very weird. So let me show you the reason why we allow it. Because a later strat is getting him into this room so you can sprint the rest of the way.
Get on.
But this is a glitchless run. How could we possibly allow it?
Come on. Be careful.
I got you.
Alright, so first, we're going to get him in here. Which is RNG. Sometimes he doesn't want to come in. Most of the time he does, though. There he is. Alright, let's get him in here. We can actually, like, push him around and stuff. See, look, we're pushing him. But watch this. That's what differs Billstown from this. And Clicker's not there anymore. At least I don't think. Nah, he's gone. That's why it's different from Billstown. Remember Bill's? We were punching it. We were just fooling around with it. Here, you swing at it and stand next to it, you're dead. So the clicker is still very well and active. That really is the sole reason that we allow it. Having not killed the clicker and keeping him here, we can sprint up there and then all the way over there. Which again is what we use it for. It's the whole reason of doing that trick.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
But that is the reason that we allow it, is because you can still die from him. And the only reason I'm continuing this, because that's the end of the explanation, is because I want to end this video on a good note. There's a glitch that I forgot to mention earlier. It's one of those funny glitches that doesn't add to the speedrun, but is just... it's so awesome. Save 2 seconds by restarting encounter there. See, having the clicker in this area would allow us to sprint this whole section. Saves a lot of time. But yeah, this is one I forgot to explain before.
Okay, right behind
Am I forgetting anywhere else, chat?
you. Avoid my back.
Okay, come on, jump.
You're gonna catch me?
I got you. See? You didn't even need me.
Let's get the hell off this thing.
Okay, so we're going to soft lock the game. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're just going to go fast. Save it under here, and then I'll save it under 10, just in case I don't get it. Because it's pretty easy. We can get this on purpose. At first, we weren't sure why this happened, but I was able to figure out why. Normally, I climb up the railing, the whole falling into the bus thing happens. But if you mash X, you'll fall in earlier. And if you grab the first pipe, basically the whole sequence will happen without the bus actually getting into position first. So we all know how it's supposed to look normally. Let's sort of speed things up a little bit. So we're going to climb up and mash X and forward. Now mash triangle. Now point the camera up and left. Look at the background. Look at the background. It's not moving. The bus is not moving. That's how you know if you got it. So what happens? Very strange, I do say. Look at this water. And wherever... oh, God. I can't move. Yep, having a hard time moving here. Yeah, we're kind of stuck right now. Can't switch holsters, can't do anything. But yeah, that happens. You can move around. Try and move forward. Oh, there we go. Good. Wherever you leave the camera, that's where it'll point. So, like, the camera's really fucked right here. Hey, Ellie. Oh, and she'll also flinch. Watch this. Yeah, Ellie's just sort of doing her thing up there. Like, look at the graphics of the water. It's awesome. Tss. Do I have anything else? Yeah, you can't really switch holsters here. Way to undo it is to restart encounter. And it'll undo itself. Tss. And I believe it takes a while. So in the meantime, because that's pretty much it. That's all I got for this video. Alright. Look at the background. Look at the background. It's moving, so the bus is moving. Before it wasn't moving. So yeah, that's almost every single glitch that I can think of. Glitches that are used in any percent runs. Glitches that aren't used in any percent runs, but are just really funny, like that one. And you can use yourself in a casual playthrough. And glitches, which we refer to them as tricks, that we use in a glitchless category, but we have our own reasons for it, and we have our own reasons for it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, things that are, we're well aware they look sketchy and weird, but we have legitimate reasons for why they're allowed in a glitchless category, because the alternative really just doesn't make sense by getting rid of them. So yeah. Alright, so I figured we went through all of Last of Us, we may as well just go through all of Left Behind. There's not that many glitches in here anyway. The main one being this. This is the main one used in an any percent run. Crouch in the corner. Climb. Pause when it whites out. And it's glitched. And then you just sort of need to remember where you're going. Turn around and use the physical objects to sort of know how far back you need to go. And like magic, we're in that store that's just before the final fight. There's still solid objects in here. So just keep moving forward and pressing X. But yeah, that's the main glitch in Left Behind. Takes like a 30-something minute glitchless speedrun, turns it into like 5 minutes. Where are we? And it puts us right here. Now, stuff's going to spawn on the table. If you're over here, when that happens, you'll soft lock the game. You have to be right about here, is about as far to the left as you can be. And coincidentally, stuff spawns in there. And then the rest is the same. If you're doing an any percent run, you do that glitch again when you make it outside. Then the last wave of enemies, you have to kill 5 people, that spawns in the infected, and then you do that again. If you do that again right away on the last wave of enemies, you'll soft lock the game. You have to spawn in the infected. But yeah, that's the main glitch in Left Behind. There's actually another way to get through this section.
All right. Now where the fuck
That I don't believe I've shown off before. This is the way we used to do the any percent route. Until we came up with going through that door. So we do it the same. And then once we make it up the stairs, we stay there. Go down, up. Alright, we're at the top of the stairs. And now we just wait. We wait and wait and wait. This is the hardest I've ever had to work for a pre-recorded video. I just keep remembering things and then I have to like go back and record it. And this is another example of that. So she fell through the stairs. So she's a little bit below the map. We're gonna go this way. See that? Look at everything. We're basically on the ceiling, but below the floor. We make our way over here. Pause it. Wait for it to fill in. Now we're in a PlayStation 2 game. Look at it in here. Alright. You can't hop down just yet. Everything is still, like, rendering in. Oh, there we go. There we go. So yeah, that's another way of doing that glitch. Which is the way we used to do it before we figured out we could go through that door up there. It's a little over a minute slower. I want to say it's about a minute slower. But yeah, if you're not comfortable doing that, I don't know why you wouldn't be. You can do that. Just trying to show off every glitch that I know. This is the sole purpose of this video. Some other stuff that I have right here. Like I said, there's not that many glitches in Left Behind. This one, when you're with Riley, when you just meet up with Riley, if you get ahead of her here and don't turn the camera back.
They took me right to their hideout. To Marlene.
You first.
Were you scared? And she just made you a firefly?
Riley kind of just like despawned. I don't know why. She just did.
Come on.
Then it places you right there. My look says it all. Quite stupid. The speedrun now, we do the same thing, except we just keep the camera on her. She moves even faster. This one's kind of the same thing.
Fuck you, Riley.
Tch. Old me acts the same as current me.
Oh no.
So, pretty much the same thing. You get too far ahead of her.
It's not gonna work now.
Like, she's back there and talking, but same thing happens here. She's not there. If I were to do it again, she would be there. But yeah, that can happen. Black screens everywhere, man. Just everywhere. What's the next one? In the truck... In the room with the trucks and the stalkers. There's no real way to get this. I actually don't know how to get this. It's just a visual glitch. Like, I'm here. I'm gonna hit triangle to fill up the gas tank. And then this happens. Look, it teleports to her backpack. And she fills it up anyway. Wait, hold on.
Actually check a little bit.
I didn't recognize it at first.
The one that...
Yeah. Look at it again. Right there. It's like this weird transition. And the gasoline effects are still there and everything. Or I guess not. She's still holding the tank, though. That's funny. And one last time, just because I feel like seeing it again. That's so funny. This one. We used to allow this in glitchless, but we don't anymore. You actually don't need to bring the crate out from the other garage door.
Come on, door. Work with me here.
Or room. You can climb it again, and if you climb it really quick like that, you can just get on top. The key there is you're able to move around after you hit the button the second time. So if you time it right, you're able to climb it faster. But we deemed that a glitch. Also, watch this.
Oh, this time.
That causes something a little bit weird over here. Normally, you have to hit the green button there, and that unlocks the door. But because we climbed up that way,
Oh, this time.
you just go right for the door, and it's already slightly open. See? And then, boom. So yeah, we used to allow that, but not anymore. Now we have to get the crate. And one more. This one's just random. It's something I couldn't really find an example in Last of Us, but I have an example right here. If you kill an enemy on an incline or on stairs, this can sometimes happen.
What? You wanna do this?
What? It has to do with the stairs. It's so funny. But yeah, that can happen here in the campaign. It doesn't matter where. I've had that happen in the ranch, but I couldn't find a recording of it, and I couldn't get it. But yeah, that's all the glitch. That's basically all the glitches that can happen in Left Behind. Man, this video took so long to make. Man, this video took so long to make. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I'm gonna forget something, and I'm gonna realize it like as soon as the video goes up. So if you guys have examples of glitches of your own, you know, you can put them in the comments in this video, and I'd like to see them. You know, everything that's in this video is like, you know, sometimes I got a little lazy by showing a clip instead of doing it myself, but only because those clips, the things in those clips were really hard to get or have only happened once. So yeah, I think that's it. I want to catch up on my sleep. This is going to be like a 4-hour video. Hopefully, I didn't forget anything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want this to be like the go-to video for weird shit in the game. All right. Bye.